This is a production of Darn TV.
Well, I think we're ready for another Dirt Weekly, huh?
It's like the running of the bulls.
Yeah. Well, that's what we are sitting here. Random dirt on a random night, now Wednesday.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
Back to the Wednesday.
We showed up early.
I was not here.
Early.
I was not here when you guys got here. You beat me
Yeah.
here. So show prep started with crappy internet. Had to reset the router, the modem, all that good jazz. I got enough internet, hopefully, to roll through with this. I see we're dropping frames here, so we'll see. I guess if they're not able to see it, they can watch a replay somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is
here
what
we
it
are.
Yeah, we don't need internet to talk.
I'm recording it to the computer, so we'll have a good quality copy somewhere. Yeah.
But so you do have us live though, huh? That's
Yeah,
working?
we're live to Facebook.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. I'll have to rework the internet after the show or on my other hours of time that I have.
Lots of free time.
Oh, yes.
Not quite.
Oh, yes.
There's not a lot of free time left for anybody because
Yeah, I kind of noticed that
season's sneaking up.
Yeah, this last week my schedules went from 0 to 60. It's every night there's something going on.
What'd you say, April Insanity?
April Insanity.
We
That
are
hit.
full on into
That
April
hit.
Insanity.
Yeah, the days are getting longer. They're still not long enough.
Right. I don't know.
The nights are short.
Right. I'm waking up at 3 in the morning thinking all the stuff I got to do at the racetrack, on my own stuff. I'm like,
Sneaking a day of work.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you on 410s now, so you get Friday off?
Friday's off. And
Ah,
last Friday was the
weekends.
first one. And it was pretty much a 10, 12-hour day just running around, doing this, doing that, working at the track, going to see sponsors. Don't forget to pick the kids up from school.
Right.
What you set an alarm. You were there in line when you talked to me.
Yep.
Well, I got you the week before.
Close. Yeah, close.
Real close.
It did get me one time.
The best
I heard about it.
The best part is I'm on the phone with him, and the girls get in the pickup or whatever. He's giving me play-by-play as they're walking to the vehicle, and they get in and they go, "Dad, who you on the phone with?" "Oh, it's Brandon." Oh,
Yeah.
the disappointment in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah. Well, they're honest. I don't know where they get it.
Couple check-ins already. Can you guess who the first check-in is?
Trevor Haas, Jesse Long, Chris Anderson.
Jesse Long.
Okay. I was close.
Second check-in, Brandon Wright from Dickinson. Hello, sir. Hopefully you got your Nova back together, I'm guessing. Unless you upgraded to a different car in hobby stock, but one of the only Novas left out there.
Leaf Spring Nation, so.
Yep. You were on that for a while, weren't you?
Yeah. I still think that every once in a while they'll sneak in there and get one. There ain't many left anymore, but nonetheless, they were pretty good on wet, rough tracks. But they are getting harder to find.
Yeah. On the SIBO Motorsports rundown today, let's see, SIBO Motorsports specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. You needed to call 6 months ago.
I haven't had any check-ins, but I would imagine it's glowing out there. So
the line is long. People are asking, "Hey, I didn't do this over the winter. Can you do it for me quick now?"
We got car shows, we got practice days coming up, and then the schedule ain't too far after that. So
I talked to Ryan today, and we're going to be booth neighbors again at the car show, and he ordered plenty of giveaways again, just like last year. Did some shirts, hats, Can koozies.
Nice participation.
So if you watch the live from the, what did they call it last year? Table Talk from the Magic
yeah.
City
Table
car
talk.
and trade. Maybe this should be Table Talk.
Well,
Oh, another new name.
Random
Yeah.
dirt, random
Random
day,
night.
random night, Table Talk.
Ah,
Well, this is the table you bring.
I bring this exact
this
table.
exact table.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. World.
I have to take the legs off
worldwide.
because it doesn't fit out the door. So take the legs off.
Some biggins. Yeah.
So yeah, on the rundown, we're going to continue to talk preseason, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say this is the last week of preseason.
Probably.
With
Well,
the
we might have one more.
Well,
We-
you got practice, so
We're still
that's
technically preseason going into next week.
Preseason in
kinda,
the northwest
Yeah.
corner. Mm-hmm.
Stock car and sport compacts. Start thinking about who you're putting in your stack.
Oh.
Yep.
Stock car stacker night.
Stock car and compacts.
And compacts.
We're going to double up. That way we finish up before the banquet next week. We're
Right,
going to do a
right.
show next week before the banquet. No, we're not. I won't be back till Thursday.
That will
Before
not
the
be
car show.
Yeah, the
Car
banquet,
show.
man.
Before the car
Let's
show.
just skip the year. Go to
We
the
got to
banquet.
sneak the summer in there first.
That's going to be hard to give some rewards out for.
We got to sneak that summer in first. So, but I know what you meant.
We might have to come up and do a Thursday night show next week again.
Yeah.
Unless I
Well.
get back on Wednesday. Jenny and I and Peyton leave Sunday morning to go to visit some colleges.
Exciting.
We're going to land in La Crosse, Wisconsin first on Sunday night. Visit Viterbo.
This Sunday you're flying out.
We're driving.
Oh, driving.
And I say land, I mean we're going to
Yeah,
arrive.
jeez.
We're going to
Tap the
arrive.
brakes and
Yeah.
knock off the cruise control.
Before you hit town, you're going to jump it and then land or what?
Yeah.
Hit the ditch. Hang
No,
on.
we're gonna jump in the old Santa Fe and head her down and hit Viterbo University first, and then William Penn University second.
Yeah.
That's one thing I didn't have to worry about.
College.
Going to college.
Peyton has the brains. She has the bowling ability.
She does.
So maybe we'll get a decision sometime soon from her.
Well, yeah. You got kids going to college.
Yours is going to Minot
Mine's
State.
going to stay in town. So.
Staying home. I'm jealous.
Well, you haven't made a decision yet, so.
I don't have to worry about that. Mine are headed to first and second next year. That should.
Maybe she'll.
Hopefully they're still at home.
Now that she's 18. Now that she's 18, maybe she'll just take over the. Instead of going to college, take over Nodak Speedway president because it pays so much. Like
yes.
that can be a full-time career for her.
Yeah. Why would you go to college? Not, You can learn everything being president at the Nodak.
Scholarships will be key on this on this situation here.
It will really set you up for life. It's only a 2-year deal too.
It's only a 2-year college, huh?
2-year college.
Completely free. She gets a full
Yeah.
ride.
Full ride. Full ride. You'll learn a lot.
You will learn a lot. That is true.
Of things that you probably didn't want to learn or didn't know you had to learn.
You won't learn them anywhere else.
We'll do our Fear the Rear.
Exciting.
I'm not sure what Fear the Rear is going to be tonight, but I'm sure we'll talk about something. Texas Red Dome talk. I don't have any updates on the Dome again.
Yeah, we've
We'll play that magnificent commercial again. Spicy topic. I might have one if we wanted to talk about it.
I think you should
Bring it up.
Yeah.
I think I've decided what I'm going to do,
Well,
but
then-
we can bring it up and talk about it.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, I can tell I don't know
you
what's
missed-
going on. So.
Yeah, well, we had a pre-show last night at Smalls Racing headquarters.
Oh. Well, see, I wasn't there.
Right.
So, like the listeners, this will be new to me.
News to you.
I had 24 hours to think about it. So
Yeah. Well, again, my preparation is always deep, and so I should still be ready.
Brandon Wright checked in again. Got all the parts for the new motor. Should be ready to go, he says.
Nice.
Aiden
nice.
Paul checking in. Some new people checking in this week.
Yeah.
Aiden Paul from Dickinson checking in. Second year in
Yeah.
a hobby stock, I
Yeah.
believe, Aiden.
Yeah, he's showing some pictures of his progress. It's looking awesome there. Well, they're connected with the body shop program there, and good-looking car last year. It will be again this year, I'm sure.
when is Dickinson's opener? That's in May.
I don't know.
Ah,
The end of May.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what I
kind
was
of
thinking
late,
too.
isn't it?
Do we have I don't know. Are they in that group chat? Did they share their schedule in that group chat?
Well, it's on Facebook.
Southwest.
What is Facebook? Oh, that thing we're streaming to.
Oh, yeah.
May 25th.
May 25th. See, that was quick.
Aiden Paul is on it.
Yeah, you just have to ask the people that race there.
Labor Day
Yep.
weekend.
Yeah, yep,
Oh, yeah.
which I think we're in Williston as well. I have this magnificent
that sounds
calendar
right.
built somewhere.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
probably
it's time to dig that out. It's getting close.
probably like
have
some
the-
of that other stuff we've been looking for that we thought we did, but
yeah.
can't find it.
Kept thinking about
Yeah.
it, but didn't do it.
Technology is great until you don't save it in the right place, and then it goes poof, gone.
Yeah. It's here somewhere. No, it's not. Start over. Make it again.
Might have a correction. Did you say Labor Day or Memorial Day?
Oh,
Memorial.
I think it did say labor. You're right. Memorial
we
Day.
went to the
Yeah.
bank.
Jesus.
Bring it back.
Slow down, summer. We're trying to get rid of it twice now.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
sorry. Oh. I mess that up often, even when I'm paying attention. Doggone it. Yeah.
I would-
Memorial weekend.
I mean, I would say championship, but that's
Yeah.
in June now, so
yeah.
So that's only half the summer.
that's only half the summer. So
We're just a little over
Boy.
2 months away from championship night.
yeah, jeez.
Who came up with that idea?
I don't. Well, you did, but who's doing it?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. What else on the preseason talk? I see some cars getting wrapped. I seen some pictures.
Sean Green. I like that was
Beautiful car.
Yes.
Yeah. Good looking white and red car there.
Just didn't like the comment on Facebook, but
Oh, I don't know that I caught that.
well, if it's nice, he's going to Mandan instead of the car show.
For the
Wasn't-
for the meltdown.
Wasn't a
Yeah.
fan of that, but
Well.
but he did say if they cancel, it'll be at the car show. I think he should
I
be
did
at the
catch
car
that.
show. That's a nice looking race car.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been showing enthusiasm all winter, and that is looking like it. So
But yeah, we're kind of slow on the posting pictures of finished race cars.
I think Lane Hanna posted his this
Yep,
morning or
yep.
last night.
Yeah,
catch that. So
Trevor Haas is holding his,
yeah, waiting for the show.
waiting for the show. Won't post it on Facebook.
well, I like that too. I mean, let's reveal them at the car show.
Yeah.
So you see them at the car
Jesse
show.
Long, obviously. I don't know if his got posted on Facebook or not.
Oh, I'm sure.
Well,
Dirty.
I
No, it's not dirty.
I heard it went for a cleaning somewhere.
Yeah, that was a project.
I seen the submitted plan, but I didn't see the completed car. So,
Mine.
uh-huh.
I can't decide if I'm going to do the post on Friday. You know, after it's wrapped or not, or should I wait for the show? I don't know.
Are you actually getting a full wrap or just stickers?
No, it's going to be like a half wrap.
Oh, stepping it up.
Now ask me what it's going to look like.
Oh, you just left it up to Turnus?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm dropping it off and picking it up.
That's the best way to do it.
Boy, you're missing out on all the fun.
Yeah.
I'm working.
That kind of is the fun,
I'm working on trying to make mine green. I'm not good at putting down vinyl. I
don't even know what
messed up
number
a
I'll
fender,
be.
and I haven't even told Jed
Oh.
yet. So
Don't bring it. I'm going to call Turnus now after this.
Yeah. You never know with him.
Huh. Are you getting good feedback? I mean, you got race car count still? People
Yeah,
are
I
checking
mean,
in?
It seems like there's a lot of cars that are done. Sounds like a lot of people want to bring them. I think we should be. I'd like to think we'll have 50.
Yeah, that's your goal. 38 last year. So
Right.
It all seems doable to me.
I do think the Mandan deal is going to play a factor though this year too, because you got Sean said that he'd rather go racing than put in a car show, which I get. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's antsy to go.
Forecast-wise, it looked like it can be way nicer this weekend than the following weekend
Right.
as of
Yeah.
right now. So,
But yeah, I really hope. I don't know. I would like to think we should get at least 30 for sure.
yeah, that sounds
mean-
grounded too.
I know, like Laudenschlager, his car's done. He's bringing that. Mine. Jesse Long's.
Oh, man. The first check in here from Fluffy of the night.
Oh, the Fluffster.
Turnus needs concrete, and he said he'd give him a hell of a deal if he got to design the 75M this year.
Better
Here we
hurry
go.
up because it's tomorrow.
There's time. Not
Yeah.
much. It's close.
Taylor Heaton wants to know from Baker, Montana, if there's a long haul award to bring his car to the car show.
Oh, that would be a long haul.
You get to spend a day with me.
Which has a monetary cash value of $0.
Oh.
Well,
But
you never know what's going to happen.
An education
Yeah.
and entertainment value
Yeah.
of $1 million.
Right. There you go. It's like going to college.
A life event. All day long. Uh-huh.
Man,
Yeah.
long haul. I don't know.
That'd be a
There
long
could
haul.
be. Yeah, there could be something. You never know.
Well,
Let me work on it.
yeah. I was just saying maybe we need to shoot that out there.
Yeah.
That sounds doable.
I really think there
Long
could.
haul car show.
I think if we get 50 race cars in there, I think there might be a pretty interesting board meeting. I might push for something for everyone that brings their car.
Tyler,
'Cause-
give us a little preview. We got last year's colors. Got some new colors.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
the 11 car, right?
Yep.
Black car.
A
with
new
yellow.
car this year.
New car. Okay.
Sold
so
the old car, went up to Williston.
I think we talked about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, see what kind of feedback that is. Checking back now, last week we had our Fear of the Rear last week was Marcus's wedding.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
So-
Congratulations.
So
Yeah.
congratulations, Marcus and Mariah. And I was able to make the dance, and great time, well attended, of course. A degree of racing was there, so it was a beautiful wedding reception and kind of a race car banquet
All
at
in one.
moments in areas. So, but again, congratulations to them just the same. And again, a lot of good fellowship on racing and the upcoming season and whatnot. Yeah, just all around great nights. So, yes. So,
Apologize to Mariah and Marcus. I was unable to attend. I went to my daughter's prom.
yeah, yep, those are happening too. I actually brought Katie with us, so but she'll be prominent here now too. So
Probably here in the next few weeks.
yeah,
I think the second prom that Peyton goes to is May 5th or May 4th or somewhere in May. It's right in that opening weekend type thing. And unfortunately, I will most likely be darn TVing it somewhere. So therefore, I will not be able to attend that one.
well,
Well, that's what you did
Jenny
the first
will.
one.
That's why I
right?
did the
Yeah.
first one. And it's her last one.
Yep.
So
yes, I hear you. So
couldn't help but I tears were in my eyes when I watched her walk down and did all that stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's the last one. It's
yeah, some good pictures there. I enjoyed them too. So yeah, it is
She
the
has
last one, and
She has a pretty good boyfriend in Norm. It was all I could do not to yell Norm when they came walking down the Grand March. But
well, I'll try to remember that in a timely fashion.
other than that, did you guys put any thought into the stock car and sport compacts as we start to roll into them?
We're done with preseason already.
Well, what else do you want to talk about? What
Well,
else?
we were working last weekend on the track.
Making
tell us
laps.
more.
Making laps. What'd you
We're-
guys get done?
We cut a lot of dirt off the back straightaway and cut a lot of dirt out of 4, and the blade broke down, but we were sheets footing and packing.
Run into
So-
any frost or
There was
front
one
straightaway?
well, yeah, one spot that I'm hoping it works itself out.
it will
Because,
eventually, but
It wa-
there's a large chunk of concrete. You're saying
there's something there.
you thought it was a gigantic boulder.
Yeah. Well, it was.
It won't be in a month.
It was squishy. It was.
Oh, it's starting to soften up.
Oh yeah, bad.
Ah.
It was like
Oh,
black
like-
smoke tractor. Oh boy.
Oh.
But
Made us go dark there.
Show prep.
No.
oh.
You guys keep going. You entertain the crowd.
But the rest of the track though seems to be really good.
You had to downshift to get through the
Yeah, it was
traction.
Yeah. But lucky it's closer down.
That'll be my
way.
favorite spot of the track.
It's right where you run. So
I might even back up to make sure I can enjoy it
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah, it's there. I'll flag it. I'll just put a spray paint of 67 on it for you.
Yeah. Well, I'll find it.
Yeah.
I might just stop and set in it.
But, yeah,
we make the rest of the track like it too.
Yeah, it was well,
Working
we'll
on
see,
it.
yeah. Yeah, Bruce King volunteered to run a blade, so
Yeah, exciting.
I said, well, do something. And he was doing it, so I think it's looking
That's
pretty
awesome.
good.
He stepped up, did some
Yep.
volunteering with you.
Yep, we're not.
Been working on his race cars, so
Yeah,
he's
we're
caught
going
up on that. Was able to help.
He's going to come
Good on
down
Bruce.
Friday, and we're going to probably get the final touches done with the blade, and then back to sheets footing, and we got gravel coming.
Gravel?
For the race
Gravel.
Yep.
Yeah, be
No.
specific.
For the lineup area, so we don't have to bury race cars anymore after it
the
rains.
soft spots. Yeah.
Yeah, right after that piece of asphalt there. So we got gravel products, got us some gravel, and we're going to blade that out and pack it in there. And
Yeah, there's been some soft spots there throughout the course of the
right
year.
under
it seemed
the
like,
trees. Yeah, that tree, yeah. It's
that'll be a nice touch. Hopefully we don't have sticky tires and drag it out on the track, but
you won't even notice.
yeah, hammer it down a little.
Right. But, well, there's already gravel there. Just not enough. But, yeah, so we got that stuff going on.
Nice.
I guess we're going to try and do somewhat of a work day Friday. I mean, we'll be down there all day putting up signs. Obviously.
As in 2 days?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Friday and Saturday, we got to rope off the grandstands, clean up, weed pulling, clean equipment, all that stuff.
The fair's not talking about turning any water on yet or anything.
I didn't even ask them.
Yeah.
They've had doors open every day, so.
I see.
The nice days, they'll have the doors open. They won't turn it on until they absolutely need it because they don't want to take the risk.
They don't want to freeze it.
You know,
That's a big
basically
deal.
they'll probably turn it on and pressure test and do all their testing like Thursday or Friday before we race.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it won't even be open on practice day.
I know, like, well, with the temperatures being so warm overnight, I mean, it's been above freezing now for what? A good week
Yeah, good
overnight,
week, yeah.
so things are.
I see some lesser than that next week, so
Right.
like Brandon's saying, they the last thing they want to do is freeze something up because that destruction is real. So
Yeah, you want to delay race season? Freeze a
freeze
pipe.
it up.
Freeze it up.
We might not have no season. So
Oh, and then Rito, he delivered your office today. 4 of them.
The Porta-Johns, huh?
Yep, they came, so things
Well,
are happening.
well, you're touching on the fact that it takes a lot of things for it to happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget about thinking about them, but
There's
here
yeah.
we are.
So we're in full swing.
Think you're
Had
gonna,
our volunteer meeting.
do you think you're going to have enough cars racing there to put up the outside pit or just move everybody to the gravel?
Oh man, I forgot about
Put
that.
the outside fence up? I always wanted to just try to squeeze everybody into the gravel and
Well, I
say,
think
make
you-
it work.
I think you could, but
People would have to get close
well,
and park park normal.
My thing is, I think it would bring back a better atmosphere in the pits too. But there's a lot of people that like to park on the asphalt. I mean, I did for years. That was nice and
Can jack on it without
But-
things moving around.
right. So I think yeah, that was on my.
I mean,
I
it
better
gets,
get that on my list to do.
gets wet on that southeast side there or whatever, so
Yeah.
it's easy to avoid that when you have that extra overflow parking, but it would be tight.
Right.
It would be tight.
His
And
mind is
maybe
rolling
wet.
now. How is he going to get that done?
It would be wet.
Right.
You don't need it for practice, just to let you know.
Yeah, I know that, but still, it's just another thing to the list.
Yeah.
That
How about you just have all the fence there, and in order to practice, you have to help set it up.
I don't think anybody would come to practice. No, we had our volunteer meeting. There was like 20, 30 people there, so that was pretty good.
Yeah? Everybody upbeat and positive?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, everybody's ready, it seems like, so. No.
That is a secured feeling.
Right. You weren't there by yourself.
Yeah,
so,
right. Looking around.
Right. So that was I mean, that was good to see everybody. Everybody's ready to go racing. I don't know. We got our new sheets foot. Farden delivered that. And
do you drag it around yet?
yeah, and
It's real.
it's real. A little different than what we've ever had.
A little bit more pointy
Oh yeah, they're like
cleats.
Oh, those big long spikers, huh?
yeah, and it's
Ooh.
heavy.
So
So I won't be pulling it with my pickup anytime soon.
The old Versatile was
Was grunting.
yeah,
some black smoke.
yeah. It's a little different sheep's foot than what we've had, but I don't know.
Well, you'll learn something. Don't get it too rock hard, or it'll be
Yeah,
just that.
right.
It'll go from greasy to dry all in the same 6 laps.
Right. So, but no, I don't know. That little bit of rain, we went out there and kind of messed around after it rained there, and I mean the track seemed to, work in pretty nice, but it is it's dry.
Yeah.
There is not much.
It's. I don't think people realize the drought we're going to be in if we don't get rain or moisture.
Yeah.
It went from wet to that frost coming out of the ground
To
to dry.
To dry.
Yeah.
Snap your fingers half a day.
No runoff of any kind.
None.
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 I mean, there wasn't so much as it didn't even run down the curb going to my house off of
Right.
the snowbanks at Wesley. So
Yeah.
and there was nothing there. So and that's always a pretty good mountain there. It
That's
just
gonna-
disappeared. So
That's going to be something everybody's
Yeah.
paying attention to is
Yeah.
the dry conditions.
even the crops that were growing here a couple of years back, they didn't. So
Right.
we don't need one of them. So
Yeah,
now
it's
with that said, next week's forecast is saying wet. It's still a ways away, but
yeah. I don't think any moisture is going to hurt us. By like I said, we just had that one spot that was soft. Other than that, it worked
Dry,
right.
yeah.
It worked right in like you just put a little bit of water in down.
You can go racing.
Yeah, yeah.
It wouldn't hurt, as you get closer, if that soft spot's still there, dig the rippers in and rip it open for
Well,
a
that's
couple days.
well. To be honest, that's what that sheep's foot. I mean, it would lay before I hooked the packer up to it. It would rip the track up.
Oh,
it take it up with it.
Oh yeah, and then we were down there on Friday when we got it, just testing it, and the wind was blowing. It turned that, and then time you come back around, that material is already starting to dry. I mean, I bet
Starting to firm up, huh?
yeah,
I think what Brandon is saying is if you don't get it exposed, it just stays spongy for a long
right
For a
time.
long time.
Right.
You got to get it.
Do you
gotta
remember
get it
that?
exposed?
I don't know what year it was up in Estevan, 12, 13, 14, driving in there for like the first month and a half till
Oh,
mid-June.
man.
It was
Yeah.
like you're on a waterbed. You go
Yeah.
driving in
Like
there.
you were on a waterbed.
and you're on a
that's right.
waterbed cruising through
You
there.
had to be
Yeah.
careful so you didn't get
Well,
stuck.
that was
Some
right after
did.
the flood year.
Yeah, 12 or
Yeah.
13,
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
I don't know, Eddie and the
I-
boys
that-
had put in some rock, actually, put
Yep.
in some rock.
I mean,
rock
you
to
kind of
firm
start
it
to
up.
think about this. We haven't really had like a rainy, I mean, it goes back to all the way your first year being president or the first year we were on the board, like we talk. I mean, for 3 years there, it was like,
We didn't have a rain out at
right.
Nodak.
It was this.
Right. And,
And-
just reflecting on what we're saying, like the runoff, I mean, that would be a rite of passage every year, to
Right.
drive around and watch it zipping down the ditches and all that.
Right.
Just
It is.
haven't had it for years.
Yeah, they're
I mean, nothing like it was years ago, that's for sure. So that is a concern.
and that adds work to track prep crews.
Yeah.
Because now what are you going to do for? Yeah, I mean,
Right.
you're putting that big water truck is 4,500 gallons or whatever it is, and I was putting sometimes 10 of them on a week.
Wow.
You might have to put more than that.
Yeah, because you have nothing there.
I mean, I
other
don't.
than that
I know
little spot in
people
front
ain't
of the
gonna.
grandstand, but
They probably won't believe me, but I mean, we were 120,000 gallons of water before the tour night,
Yeah,
and that, and
especially in summer.
and that day it was 92 or whatever, and 20-30 mile an hour wind, and you couldn't even tell you had 120,000
Yeah.
gallons of water on it until the sun went down. Then you put a little water on it,
and boom, it comes
boom,
back to life.
Next thing you know, it's right there. It's like We should start at 8:30.
We should. Yes, the late show.
Yeah.
But your hard work would be much
crazy.
more appreciated.
Yeah, you watch these other places, and I mean, it's dark at 8:00 year round, and it's like we don't get that, you know.
It really is hard for us to compare notes with any other track for that reason. We've touched on a few times. We're on the west side of the time zone.
Yeah.
And we're north.
Right.
When Hofeld put on that show here in '87, that late model show, Billy Moyer said, "Does the sun ever go down up here?"
Yeah.
Well, it does. Yeah. Apparently 2 hours later than Iowa. So.
Right. And then it's right back up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. We were working pretty hard last weekend down there, getting stuff lined up and going. And like I said, we went and got the tractor back from Dakota Truck and Farm, got the sheets foot going.
That was all tuned up accordingly. I mean, hit the key and it goes.
Yeah.
That was the plan. So
we got some other equipment that we got to look into now.
Did you get the cultivator worked on over the winter?
No, Barta, I think he kind of volunteered to do that.
Shout out, Jeff.
If you're listening.
Shout out. He's listening.
I think he's gonna work on it now.
Yeah.
I think that's
is he
what
back
said.
from
I was
Georgia
going to
yet?
say, it's going to be time to come home pretty soon if he isn't.
I heard rumor he is back, so I don't know. But he knows how to get in there. So.
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good about getting into that place.
So if I go down there Friday and it looks like somebody's been working on it, he's back.
Did anybody nominate him for the Hall of Fame in your meeting? I suppose you can't divulge information.
What meeting?
In your Hall of Fame meeting.
Oh, I was there?
Our Hall of Fame get-together. My apologies. Somebody should. If somebody didn't, I will. He deserves to be there.
I just went to the meeting, and then after that, I don't say nothing.
Oh, you have enough on your plate, and if you say something, somebody will tell you, yeah, just go ahead and do that then.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Right. Pretty much what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Proud participating members of the Hall of Fame meeting here.
Uh-huh.
Any other preseason? The plan going into race season is pack the track, but use the cultivator before the races, moisten it, loosen it up a little bit, give it a light packing, and go racing?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
That was your plan last year.
I got to share that last night of Motor Magic, whatever you had cooking there was starting to look like a pretty good time. So to me,
he was in Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, well, ask whoever did it what they did. I thought it was wide and fun. So
he was in Iowa.
Yeah.
Racing on a Boone.
Yeah.
Wide, but sometimes narrow and fun.
It gets narrow quick there.
There's cars everywhere.
Yeah.
Supposed to be. Yeah, so no, again, like you say, people getting stuff ready. Well, what the heck? If you ain't ready,
Probably
we're in
should
trouble.
get there.
I'll jump around a little bit. I see. If you haven't got nothing ready yet, this is a section we should maybe talk about and add. Not that we need more things, but
What are we at?
Well, sometimes there's cars for sale.
Oh, yeah.
So I noticed some stuff was kind of cropping up there for sale. So in the event that you're like we are sometimes, but you have money, we can just go forward and get a car. Yeah.
It's a pretty nice
So with that
IMCA
said-
modified Wayne Johnson has out there.
Wayne's modified is for sale. Adam shared with me that he's gotten a new stock car, and his old one that he has, that he raced last year, that was a feature winner, multiple. Got to have 7-8 feature wins in it, championship. He wants to sell that. So if you got the stock car bug, that's available. I see that Cole's got his available too. So
He
there's
keeps
some
going
stuff.
lower and lower on the price on that.
That's
If
4,500.
yeah.
If you wait a little bit longer, by the end of summer, he'll have it down to about $2,000 where we can
Well,
afford
he
it.
stated today that this was the last drop.
Oh.
So, that's what I saw in the ad at any rate. But nonetheless, that price pretty right too. So
Woznicki has a car for sale.
yeah.
Stock car for sale,
Yeah,
turnkey.
I'd seen that was on Facebook. So yeah. So
Dylan Barnhart has a modified for sale.
Yeah.
Dilly Bar's got a Kryptonite modified for sale. Yeah.
How did he end up with that?
Well,
Late
he
model
did the
trade?
late model trade. So
Oh.
it was a person in Montana that wanted to race late model
And had a modified.
had a modified, and Dylan's trying to get domesticated, I think. So a modified, of course, is 50 miles either direction. Well, not even 50 from Washburn, less than that, but 60 miles up to here type of deal. So
He kind of had a dream to run a late model. That's why he went the late model direction.
yeah, and his lifestyle, allowed that. So,
But now with
NBI.
yeah.
Instilling a little bit of common sense. we're going to race a little closer to home. And so she's got a tough project ahead of her, but she is making waves. She's going forward. So with that said, he's also put a modified together. So
it looks like it's almost done.
Yeah, like I say, the engine guy had to step it up, and I did. So I'm actually going to see DBI tomorrow. He's going to come up and give me a little DBI
tomorrow.
Stock
he
car
said he
tune-up,
was coming up Tuesday.
Oh.
Because he's supposed to stop by my house, too.
Where are we at on those black wheels? Because I'm going to get involved in this tomorrow. Or is that the deal?
His Tuesday must be different than my Tuesday.
Well, apparently it's Thursday.
Yeah. Maybe I have to go back and reread. Maybe I can't read or he can't type. One of the two. I'm going with he can't type.
Can't type?
Yeah, he said Tuesday.
Well, he's going to finish night shifts tonight.
Okay.
And early afternoon tomorrow for me. So
I need to dismount some tires soon.
He
said leave the tires on there. I'm like, you fucking crazy? I'm leaving tires on there.
Good, huh?
Yeah. Well, they ain't cheap. Even if they're bad, they're still good if they hold air.
Well,
I said I'll let
some people get rid of them because they just sat all winter. That's not me, but
that's not me either.
But yeah, so I got DBI coming up tomorrow. And again, I'm just guesstimating on your black wheel deal, but it sounds like it might still be alive and well. So, what time do you get off work?
5:30.
Yeah, we'll be close to done with our project by then. So check in.
Yeah.
Jesse Long says he has a non-wing for sale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Will Sharesky's Fury stock cars for sale.
Oh. Well, see,
there's
some stock cars available out there. So again, if you didn't get done what you should have got done, but you have good credit and or won the lottery, some guys got some stuff for sale. So
I'm telling you, go into the First Western Bank or a bank and take a loan out on a race car. It works great.
Yeah. When I did, I said, I was going to come in here and tell you a whole bunch of stories, but the truth is I want to buy a race car, and this is how much I need. He kicked his chair back and said, "What's the plan?" Well, the house, like usual.
These vehicle titles that haven't ran for years, but there were something on Kelly Blue Book.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
Well, the house, like normal.
Yeah.
All right, when you need it. Yesterday, but tomorrow will work.
How do you plan on paying me back?
Well, I'm not sure on that, but you got the house, so you're good.
Willis and mine have a couple big shows I plan on winning. What if you don't win? Let's not talk like that.
What's with all the negativity?
Yeah.
Everybody listening had to just understand that last 10 seconds, or they're not where I am. Smallsy, you're blushing worse than me.
Yeah.
Brandon, you're there.
Yeah.
If you haven't experienced that, you haven't raced.
Yeah.
You
Multiple times here. I mean, when it works once, you can't quit then. You do her again in 2 or 3 years.
Sometimes I wonder how I didn't make American Greed.
Oh, dang.
Hey, you owe me this. Yeah, well, let me call this other guy. What do you mean by other guy? The other bank across the road. I got a little bit of credit there.
Yeah, he still takes vehicles.
Yeah.
Borrow from Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah. Ooh.
Raced on it for years.
Is it hot in here or is it me?
Finally got
it's not hot in here.
Finally got my trailer paid for the 14th time. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, the title hasn't come home for 20 years, so it only makes sense.
What do you mean, what do I mean?
There's a lot of people agreeing with you right now in the chat. So
I got it paid for. The motor blew up. How do you think I got a new one?
Kelly Dukeshire is here with a bank.
Yeah. I'll be coming in tomorrow.
Hey.
So the 3 of us will come in tomorrow. You got the loan papers all
we
set up.
We didn't mean it like it sounded. I mean, we ain't lost our house.
Just paid for it a couple times.
John used to say, I had 14 fireplaces in my house and never needed a stick of wood.
Oh,
Well,
Oh, man.
how many addi-
Gosh.
yeah, but usually that's not pre-race talk. That's like mid-season talk.
Well, I mean, if
Well,
things
it's kind of mall show talk. It's kind of car show talk.
you just spend all your money to get the car into the
Right.
mall show.
Yeah, that's true.
I see Brad Johnson is showing pictures that he drug home 50 tires from Dakota Tracks. I'm like, I ain't even considered that problem yet.
Need a bigger house loan.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
Or what do you say?
50.
I said 10, I meant 20.
Yeah.
1,000?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Kelly said she'll be ready for the three of us.
I'm just gonna try and not say too much because some of the shit I pulled.
Got any references? Let's not go there.
Oh god.
Just each other. Oh, man.
I got to get to the bank quick. Why? Well, I plan on going to Iowa next week.
Oh, no.
And when I go there, I gotta make sure I have enough.
Because I got to get home, too.
Maybe Kelly, can you just get your bank to sponsor our show here? And we can just do it right from the lobby and invite people in to get race car loans.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say.
Right. The house is the key. They'll figure it out. I always did.
Yeah.
And Smallsy's in the middle of it, too.
Sometimes the guy I work for, I just, if this don't go good, can I use that thing you gave me for the fuel card?
Pull this back down in front of you.
Fuel cards
There
are
you go.
always good. Fuel cards are always good.
Yeah. Can I use a charge account that you got down at Carl's?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kelly said you have a great point. I'm guessing with you have a house, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah, right. You put up the house, you'll figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. It's the car. It's the cars. They're not. They're not sure of the cars. Those got wheels on them. They move.
Yeah.
The house is always where your address is.
I don't know. Maybe you took a different route. I did the car thing for years.
Yeah.
It worked. It worked.
Well, if you mess up enough, they'll want the house.
Well, they
I
wanted
didn't mess up, but
they wanted the cars too. But once they seen them,
They didn't want them anymore.
these are just titles.
Yeah.
Those are not cars.
that was my philosophy. I got you. You didn't get me. Yeah.
Hello, Kelly. Still there?
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick,
Yeah.
tick.
She'd rather not have to chase a car.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. The house is stuck. They know where that is.
Yeah.
Right where you said it was. Still.
Oh boy,
Huh.
are we ready
Wow.
to move on to the stock car? Should we start with stock cars or
Ooh,
compacts?
stock cars.
I just got one more thing on that.
Uh-oh.
Interest rates are a little bit too high to be doing that stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not as easy.
7%
Yeah.
is not your friend.
No.
It wasn't to start with,
Yeah.
and that just got worse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a piece of friendly advice. If you need to go to the bank for money to go racing, take the year off.
Well, we've down to
I
a
don't-
trophy dash then. So,
Not necessarily. If you get through the bank, that next race, you better be driving hard.
well,
Maybe I need
you can play the other angle, and that's the credit card limit.
the one you rack up 10 years ago and just, I'll get that paid for.
Well, you've been doing good at 5. Would you like 10?
Yeah.
Whose side you on?
Yeah.
Ooh. It is hot in here.
I'm telling you right now that the beaters will not be going to the bank for a loan for racing.
I won't be either. That's why I got a stock car 10 years ago. So
That's why I only race 12 nights a year, and they're all in North Dakota.
Yep.
Not go to Iowa to end up in Kansas.
Them are years gone by.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when you didn't worry about how to get home because you weren't there yet. You didn't have to worry about that yet.
As long as
Now you figure that all out before you leave.
Yeah.
This is sounding kind of and looking big. So,
yeah.
Are we ready to move on to compacts?
Yeah,
compacts.
let's do it.
Okay.
Chris
Okay.
Yost.
Yeah. Well, he might be the whole thing in his own way. I mean, from driving it to whatever spot he wants. So, because he's going to fix them all anyway. So.
He has to come.
So,
Because I'm not wrenching on these.
and he may have built them.
Yeah.
So
He's number. Yeah. Well, you're
let's
doing your.
let's get
I'm
a review and a preview.
Yeah.
Oh, review.
You're right.
Let's get the
Go
names
go
out
with the
there.
review.
Let's
I don't have
see.
any.
Let's see.
Well,
what,
it was Yost,
let's see what kind of performances we had last
Alex
year.
Thompson, and then Tiffany Tukshire.
I thought she was going to get one at
See,
by
this
Motor
is
Magic. She
this
did.
is where this class is like you can't really go off the points here because I'm not too sure if everybody made it every night.
Oh, I don't think they did.
Yeah, because it
Because,
kind
like,
of exploded mid-season.
Like Tiffany, when did she start? I don't think she made every
I
night.
know she
Did
had
she?
a second one night, and she was right there in the race.
So you look at the points. I mean, if she missed a night, you throw her in there. She's probably
I think Tiffany was there every night, but I
Was she?
think when you get down to
Yeah,
Brian
well,
Hughbank's range is where they started.
right.
See, you
maybe
can,
missed
can
a
you,
night.
So you got you click on their name. You got 8
8.
events. Let's go down here.
8.
8 events. So you get down to Abby Tallman, Brian Hughbanks. They missed a
7,
night.
1
7.
night.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that's
So
where
the
you.
points aren't so reflective. You need individual
Now
night results and
I think this
green
year,
arrows.
yeah,
red
this
arrows.
year this class is going to be
wide open.
right.
Before we get too deep into it, how is the raffle tickets going?
Well, I know I have 10 left, and I'm pretty sure that's the only 10.
So you have
And-
moved 90 since the last show, which was Thursday, because that was a
Yeah,
Thursday
which
last
is-
week, or 6 days rather. Yeah. So
and I have them here.
Do you see how quick the producer got that up
Wow.
on the screen?
and now
'Cause
see.
That's from
I
last
don't know-
week.
Yeah. See, we wanted to sell that to Pfeiffer,
Yeah.
and Steven showed up
yeah.
at the end of the show,
Yep.
and 11 was not available. What did he get? What number did he get? But he was
21.
here, so
21 or
21.
something.
Okay. So there is 10 left.
Yeah, the after Dirt Weekly show we had.
With Steve Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Steven come by to get his ticket.
Jesse
so-
Long says he wants a raffle ticket.
Down to 9.
Oh, maybe. I'm kind of picking and choosing who I sell to.
Oh no. We get accused of that all our life, and then you say that.
Maybe I want all 10.
Oh, dang. Well,
Jesse said
wants one
he'll
if you
take
don't-
4.
He'll take
Oh,
4.
boy.
First, you got to buy my tire machine.
There's
Because
stipulations.
Kelly wants money.
When you start selling tire machines.
Yeah, we behind.
Yeah.
Shoot. Rattle off some more names there.
Bo says he'll buy a second ticket because Gabe.
He didn't even get the first one. That's why I'm choosing here because
Oh, you got some on reserve.
I do.
Well, Bo,
man.
this is your message. You
Yeah.
better get 'em.
Cody Schultz
both-
says call Dion Hunter. He'll buy 5.
Well, 10 now needs 15. So-
See, now this is where the American. Well, I'm not even going down that road.
I have a copy machine over
Yeah,
there.
that's
If
where I was
if we just want to copy him and cut him
Yeah.
out and hand him to him.
Right. That's your extra tire fund. No, yeah, I have 10 left. Other than that, I don't know.
Well, like I said, there's a lot of verbal going on here, so you better be jotting her down, or you're going to make enemies and not even
Well,
know you tried.
I'm kind of. I'll be home the next 2 nights, working in the garage. So, well, I mean,
or
tomorrow
you can be like
night,
Steven and zip over here right
Right,
now. We'll
because-
grill you a little too.
Yeah, I have them here.
You have them with you out in the pickup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't tell them that. We're in here. They're out there. They might be gone.
Well, they're right over there, ain't they?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that what you say when you're leading the race and you're on the bottom?
Oh,
There they are, right around you.
Look, a squirrel. Oh, no, not this. Not this. Not this.
Tom Henderson says he'll take one.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're going to put Hollywood in it.
You need 20.
Oh, another coming out of retirement.
He's doing shirts.
Hollywood?
Yeah.
Wow.
He put right in the beginning of his post on Facebook, I know I'm going to get a lot of grief for this, but I want to do shirts. Or my car owner wants me to do shirts.
I've been to 2 retirement parties. Apparently, I'm not done yet. Well, no, racing does better with Kelly in it, so that's good. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
So
The Red Rocket.
yeah, the red, right.
Just needs a white 75 on it.
Yeah, that would be vintage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, so there's the car. You want to run through some more of these names? For
So
let's get the names out there. We got Lily in there.
Chris Alex Thompson, Tiffany Tuchscher, Lily, Abby, Hugh Banks, Kyle Eklund.
Good looking car there.
Yep. Gilbert.
James Gilbert. Okay.
Larry King, if he races every night, I mean.
How many times did we get Larry last year?
It looked like only 3 to me.
3, huh?
I think.
Larry's a force to be reckoned.
I kind of hammered him last week on the show, and then the next day I seen him at the gas station.
Larry King.
Yeah.
Zach Eubank says he'll take a couple tickets. Tom Henderson said
Zach
not for
was good.
Kelly, for his grandson.
Oh yeah, he moved on.
Zach had gotten the rap on his already, so
Yep.
good on
It'll be
him.
at the car show. Zach and
Nice.
he mentioned way back up here in the chat. I don't even know if I can get to it anymore.
Zach Eubanks. So if Zach's listening, what is that? What they're doing is compacts.
Yep. He's got. I think they got 2 of them, maybe 3,
Ah.
because he said that he's bringing him and another car to the car show.
Ah.
I gotta go.
And Brian still has one also?
Yes,
thinking?
I want to say so. Nick Topolsky
I think he
He's
was
got
in
a
the
car?
mall show down there in Bismarck, it looked like.
might have been. Yep, both cars are going to be there again.
Uh-huh.
Avery Lageson says she has one again.
Ah, Avery was in there too.
Hugh
yes.
Banks said yes to our question of having 3.
3.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
We might get
Exciting.
15 of these on a
I'm
regular
telling you.
basis.
Like I say, my friend Mike Tomlinson said 3-4 years ago, the best feature in Nebraska, no matter what town you go to, is the Sport Compacts. So this excitement is building, so it's going to be fun.
And our show last year
This'll be
when we
fun.
did the highlights of Nodak and they're 5 wide taking the green flag.
I think the best feature last year was the night we watered before the compacts. I mean,
You're not letting that get.
I'm not.
That's
going,
not going to get buried. But yeah, nobody coming after you.
And the best part was I didn't have any drivers mad.
Yeah.
And the crowd looked like they were loving it.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
we might the pace truck might be the water truck.
Now again, to shirt tell this a little bit, we're going to have 4 nights in Underwood also and Crown of Champions. So
Zach
even
Eubanks
more
says
reason to stay paying attention in sport
he
compacts.
has 7 of them for sale. If anybody wants to get into compacts.
Wow. Hoarding them. That's good.
1,500 and less. Is that used car lot?
And Chris Yost says he should have 3 of them coming this year.
Wow. We have B mains.
Oh no, we can start 40.
We can start 40, huh?
Well, let's just. I'll just do easy math. We'll start 60. 30 rows.
3
No,
320s?
no,
20
320s,
rows,
yeah.
3 wide.
There
we know
we
they
go.
can go 6 wide. Well, maybe wider, but we know they can be 6 wide at the start finish line.
We have 88
We got
feet
pictures.
to work with.
Yeah.
So
They're only about 6.
we can
Wide.
go 4 or 5.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So,
No B mains.
You guys
No
Bring
B
them
mains.
all. Bring them all.
bring them all. Start
Yeah.
the feature, you get the money. Get the starting money.
Again, the energy is real. I like that. I mean,
Watch.
we got young people in there. We got young ladies, young boys,
Memorial Day weekend.
families, dads,
Smalls, there's
uncles.
50 sport compacts. What do you want to do?
Line them
Well,
up.
I said we start them all.
Woo. Ooh.
No heat race, so we're just drawing.
Drawing and letting them go.
Yeah.
Huh.
Better draw good.
Would you give them some extra laps, more than 12?
Oh,
well, I
yeah.
suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might end the night with them, so it might be 25, 30 laps.
Yeah. 25, no heat, end of the night.
You might have a lot of people's attention.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hook up
I'm
3
pretty
more
excited
cameras.
already.
Yeah.
3 cameras is what I'm gonna need
Let's
to cover
make
all
this
that.
happen.
Yeah. Like I say, struggled to get it going here a few years back, and then but Mandan's kind of lost a little momentum on it, and it's just exploding up here. I mean,
Right.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
I think it's great. It's what we
So,
envisioned this class would be.
It's exactly what we need in racing.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
look,
that starter class to get it going, it kind of taking a little bit to get going.
And
but
look at the
it's
people
going
that
now.
are racing them. You know, like Drew's daughter, Josh's daughter, Chris Tucher's
Chris.
wife. I mean, it gets the whole family involved.
It does.
You know,
It does. Yeah.
you got the Eubanks father and son
Yep.
running it, and then Kevin Eklund's kids getting into racing now. And
Hey, let's
it's-
touch on now. Steven got a ticket last week, and we were
Yeah.
thinking, I said Slade, and he goes, no.
No, this is
No.
this is good
This is
here.
an announcement. He
Yeah.
goes, no, it's for Karen. He said, so all
Four
four
of
of us can race.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean, woo.
that's what the raffle's for, right there.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
were thinking Slade or maybe
Yeah.
Aislinn. He goes,
Didn't he-
no, it's for Karen.
Yeah.
All four of us
Didn't
are
he
going to
make
race.
a comment to draw a second name? Because after the first night, he'll
Yeah,
just give it to
that-
whoever
right.
the second name
Yeah,
draws?
That's
yeah.
what he said.
I was reflecting on that. So,
Right.
so, golly.
Wonder what her number would be.
Yeah.
Didn't we
Oh.
ask? He said it was up to
know.
her.
Right.
Oh, probably 67 then.
67 P.
Dang, yeah. 671.
I think it's 675K.
675K, yeah. Well, a lot of history there. Yeah, you got to have an 11 in there.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Or at least a 1. Oh, dang. Oh, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, who are we putting in the hauler? Now, when we're doing the hauler deal, and again, we do that. We're going to Boone's, so
Yep.
I want
but
to just say that I
there's-
keep a little bit of the Boone track
Yeah,
in my mind when I'm
we're
doing
heading
that, so.
south to Iowa.
We're heading
Well,
south.
yeah, you got to remember who's driving the hauler here.
Small
I went to Iowa and ended up in Kansas, so we could be.
We're just saying we're leaving town.
There we go. There we go.
We're leaving our nest.
Yeah.
We're leaving northwest North Dakota, and we're going somewhere. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And the gates could be closed because we've drove around them before to go. So
Woo! Man, getting warm in here again.
Yep.
How's
And then-
Kelly doing?
yeah.
How's our banker doing? So,
Yep.
deal or no deal we got going on here. So.
She's gonna be when I can't wait until I walk in tomorrow and she's gonna you actually came. Hey, this ain't no joke.
Hey.
Jordan's in the parking lot.
Seeing how I do. Oh, dang. Oh, man.
He said if you get 20, I'm going in.
Oh, don't give up all our
Yeah.
secrets.
Oh.
It's our game book. Hush.
Well, if we can do it, somebody else might be able to do it.
Oh man. Well,
She says she has quick turnaround.
she's still in there. Oh boy. Yeah.
I don't know if she knows what she's dealing with.
Yeah. And she does.
Yeah.
Oh, I think she does.
The house. Not the titles to the cars.
My house can move.
Yeah. Well, they're a little nervous with those too.
Yeah.
So you gotta know what you're doing. Well, so the pros tell me. So, asking for a friend. Not how that
Where did
goes.
this show go?
Yeah, man.
Let's get back to loading
Yeah.
this hauler that the bank don't own.
Well, yeah. Now, Chris Yost, that's no brainer for me. I'm an Alex Thompson.
Yep.
But so my third one, I want to go with one of the ladies because maybe not so much on just pure whatever, but one of those girls are going to win here soon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I thought Tiffany was going to get that done last year. So I'm going to take a Tiffany, Lily, Abby deal.
I think you take
You're-
one of them to.
You're flipping a coin, or
I think
Yeah.
you take
Third?
one of the girls to kind of sell some T-shirts and different things
Yeah,
too, though.
yeah.
You know, they're going to race.
So, and the Lagesson girl, So I'm taking one of those girls. I can't narrow it down to which one, but yeah, just to make the whole 3-piece deal presentable.
Zach Eubanks picked up his first feature win last year up in.
He did, and
up in
I don't want
Botno.
to leave him out. It's like, say 3. You know,
Right.
the hauler will probably hold more than 3 compacts. It probably holds
I
4.
almost brought that up. Yeah,
it probably
so-
hold 4 because
Right.
I like Zach. I like Zach's energy there, and he did it with a smoking car there. So he's going to fix that this year, I'm sure. But I sure liked how he got around too. So
I'm pretty sure you can get 4
Yeah.
if you back up and take a run at it.
right. Well, yeah. So, like I say, I'm picking one of the ladies because of selling the shirts, but I'm putting Zach in there if you're going to push. If you're squishing them in there, I'm putting Zach in there. So I'm not beating up Brian, but Zach races more. So
Bruce Redland says Yost, Thompson, and Lily.
yeah.
I think
I have seen Lily's car. Now I know the car show
So-
hasn't seen it yet, but it's a good-looking Lily car. So
Is it coming to the
I don't
show?
know that for sure. I'm going to say it should. It's lettered. I have seen that. It was lettered a while ago.
I
so.
need to go talk to her dad. I haven't seen him for a while. I usually
Hmm.
see him at the rink, but we must be on different schedules here. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, that if your race car is done, it better be at the show. Is yours
well-
green yet?
Well, my brother made me the green, and I have to put it on.
You have to put it up.
Yeah. So at my house, the green is the paint job, right? So
Right.
there's a lot of things I can do, and there's some I can't. Putting vinyl on without wrinkles is not my high point. So I've got 2 doors that are green. I got 1 fender that I messed up. This is news to him now because I just started this yesterday. He did the trunk lid because I needed a little tutorial, as I said, to kind of get me going. But I'm working on it, and I will continue after the show tonight. But I'm not out yet. I'm running out of days, but I'm not out yet. So I still plan on it. It is neon green,
Okay.
like you thought. It should be. Yeah, so, yeah. Compacts. I like Kevin Eklund's workmanship. I
Yes.
like his cars. So yeah.
Okay, so you're next, or you did? You went.
No.
I'm on board. There isn't much different in mine. I'm bringing
No.
Yeah.
bringing a lot of the same.
James
Thompson.
Gilbert had some good nights out there.
I
I
might
defaulted
put
to green
Gilbert in.
the
Yeah.
night I announced, and he won that night. I said, I default to the green one.
Yeah.
So, and he won. So.
I'm gonna go Yost, Alex, and James. I'm gonna take Gilbert just
Yeah.
because. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think he gets a fair shake, or I don't know what the schedule's like, or he doesn't get to race much, or kind of hit and miss. But when he's, what was it last year? Was it last year he won?
He won
Was
a
it
race
2?
last
Yeah.
year.
The
Was
night
it-
I announced he won, I know that.
There-
In
there
the
was
last 2 years, or where he's
Or helped
he's
announce.
kind of.
There was a few years ago. He took a couple years off in the middle
Right.
and tried a hobby stock and stuff. But his final year that he had full time in the compacts, he pretty
really
much dominated.
Right, really.
Yeah, so there's some veterans there. I mean, that's where we're going with that. And but I'm excited for the new people. They're gonna, they'll catch on relatively quick. And
I can't wait to see how many new winners we get this year.
Oh yeah.
yeah, potential's way high, especially
Right.
on that 50 of them at one time for 20 laps on a bad draw.
Oh.
Woo! So,
Yeah.
Gilbert won Motor Magic, according to Bo Dishaw.
Oh.
You weren't here. You wouldn't know.
Bo, you give us a compact list. I want to know what Bo's is. So,
Yeah.
Bo, give us your compact
Yeah,
list.
we know you're not doing anything else right now.
Well, yeah, you're praying for rain
Hey,
is what you're
we
doing.
did,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd ask him. Well, I'll just ask him. I'm talking to him. But what is a 21 car coming to the show? That's what
Both
I heard.
21
Ah.
cars?
Both, yeah,
Or
yeah,
one.
maybe both.
Yeah.
We need 50.
Yeah.
Let's get 50 cars
So if
there,
you're
so
two,
we can.
we need 48.
Right.
So.
Let's get 50 cars there, so we can argue about something at the board meeting.
Yeah.
Because they've been
Yeah.
peaceful.
Put aluminum wheels on it just to make sure.
I got a special hi to you, Jordan. Craig Hillman's checking in and says
Oh,
hi.
hi, Craig. Yeah. Craig Hillman, Dakota Mod Racer himself. promoted rugby there for a number of years, and life went forward for him, and owns a Dairy Queen in Alexandria, Minnesota. So
We drive right through there.
yeah, well,
Yeah, well,
stop for
with
ice cream.
the hauler,
Stop
we're going to
for-
stop
yeah.
and visit Craig Hillman.
yeah, we're gonna swing
How
through.
come I'm just finding
swing
this
through
out?
and get well.
All the
'cause
years I've been
there
going
just
there, I
isn't-
could have been supporting them.
Yeah, there just isn't enough time to hit everything, but we are expanding our base of knowledge here. So hope all is going good, Craig. So good to hear from you.
What are you
Rugby
doing?
again, some of the best times
He
of my
wants to.
racing life. I enjoyed racing there at tall trees and shade come in quick, and it was nice. Still appreciate your hard work, Craig.
Sport
a few of
Mod,
us.
Bo says Sport Mod is going to the car show for sure.
Ah,
Stock car will be there if Mandan cancels.
Another one.
well, I appreciate the fact that Sport Mod will be there for sure,
Yes.
because even that's a commitment. So good on you guys.
I'm pretty sure I know how Mandan could cancel.
You going to go down and turn the sprinkler system on or what?
Turn down the heat. It works for everybody else. So don't talk about getting loans. It should be good. So,
Yeah, the compact class, Lily got a new car this year. Tiffany will be back, I'm guessing, in the same car she had or similar car. I don't know if she got a
Yeah.
new one or not.
I don't.
But that
yeah.
thing was quick.
Yeah.
She had some
Where did that come from again?
Aiden, didn't it? Wagner? Did it come
Was
from
that
Wagner?
it?
okay.
I don't know. Or no, it was a new build, or I don't know what it was.
It seemed familiar, but
Yeah,
I
'cause
couldn't,
that's
I
a
couldn't
fast
place it.
car.
It was a Cobalt. Where did Aiden Wagner's car end up?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know.
I don't know that.
Somebody will answer it.
either. Yeah.
Right. We got how many viewers? We got any?
We're upper 50s.
Okay.
Well,
There.
I hope it's entertaining. It
Yeah.
must be. So,
Right.
Hand shoe.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was
See?
the hand
Yeah.
shoe machine.
yeah, Cole and Morantz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
they
right.
had that
Aiden's car went.
chameleon paint job on it there.
Aiden's car went to Minnesota.
Oh.
Wow.
Lon
Cole-
Satrin should
Cole
have
got around good in it.
3 or
Morantz
4
got around
cars.
good in it. So
At the show. I like that.
nice.
He might have to ride around and help me haul cars to the show. I think I promised a lot of people that I was gonna.
haul their car to the show.
Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous.
You better start on Thursday.
I must have had a dream that I actually had this.
I know we went to
stacker.
410s, but I'm gonna have to do a 313 because I need Thursday for the car show. I got, I shot off. I'll come and get you, and they took me up on it. All 49 of them. Bo's gonna bring his own sport mod.
You're right.
Okay.
And I might need Wednesday to finish my bank trip. Oh.
Well, if you get through it alive, you're gonna need a nap. Just to recuperate.
Oh.
Oh my. Uh-huh.
Wow. I got a wild week next week.
It ain't that far away.
Oh.
I keep telling myself the same.
It almost feels
been
like
mouthing off. You better get
Yeah.
her done, dude.
it almost feels like I haven't been home for a week and a half, and we haven't even started racing.
It's hard to believe we've done it this many years because it seems all new to me too, and it
Right.
ain't. So, wow.
I just seen a thing. Kelly Schrack. It's his 40th year too.
His 40th, yeah. I think a year or two younger than me. We were parked side by side there at Boone for a number of years at the Super Nationals. What a load of talent there. I mean,
Yeah.
he built a lot of race cars and won a
Both-
lot of races. So
Both Avery's and Trent Irvin should be there. They're dating. So
Nice.
both their cars should be there.
Trent has sport mod.
Trent has a sport mod waiting on the motor.
Well, you don't need a motor to put in the show.
Bo DeShaw says Lily, Tiffany, and Yost are going in his trailer.
Lily, Tiffany, and Yost. Okay, yeah. Well, I like it. I like the girl power here. So, and one of them is going to win a feature. So I'm
They
sticking
will
to
win this year.
Yes.
and that will be good. That will be good for that part of it. So, good, exciting.
Yeah, compacts. The other thing that your vice president VP wanted me to bring up about the compacts is
Yeah.
the new, I don't know what he's calling it, compact Is it a series or is it a points fund? Or
Well, you should just know how he operates. He got the ball rolling, you finish it. So you name it.
Yeah. He has done some footwork on it. I'm
Right.
aware of it too. So
he has done a lot of footwork on it. He's contacted racetracks. He's contacted Dakota Speedway,
And I think
McLean County Speedway, Nodak
Yep.
Speedway. That was the hardest call he had to make, I heard. Nodak Speedway.
yeah.
And Thunder Mountain Speedway. And
Yep.
every track is putting in $500.
the last I heard, I think he has a title sponsor for it.
I was told I can't announce that yet.
Yeah.
Because it's not solidified.
That's why I said I think.
Yeah.
Right.
And the
we're not
500 a track
Right.
and more in the works.
More
Right.
in the works.
Yeah.
He's working on another, from what I understood, $1,500 to $2,000, or
Right.
in that range, to make the total fund of $4,000.
Right.
Now
For the compacts.
for the compacts,
Mm-hmm.
the requirement in this, and I hope I didn't screw this up. I made it earlier for Robbie. I was Robbie's secretary earlier too.
Well, he explained it to me slowly yesterday, so between the two of us, we should almost not mess it up.
I mean, we could call him. He's driving right
he's
now.
looking at the
so-
windshield, so
I
he's
forgot
probably
to
listening.
hook my phone up too. We could
Yeah.
call him,
Oh.
but you have to attend 4 race nights at every one of the 4 tracks
So,
in order to qualify
yes.
for this.
so that means you need to be at every race in
In
Underwood.
And in Underwood. That's what that will mean. Yes.
You have to be. You can't miss Underwood.
Yeah, you're running full-time at Underwood. So our first night is going to tell you how many are eligible
Right.
right away. So
If
this is your shout-out, and we start. Now, let me stop right there for a moment because there's been a little change in Underwood. Our starting date of May 24th has been changed to Thursday, May 23rd. Some of it over this because we had things happen over the course of the winter, and the details don't matter, but we were not racing on the same night as Mandan, and they had a change of plans, so we decided to go the Thursday night before. It's a 4-day weekend. It's Memorial weekend. Memorial, not Labor. Yeah,
Man,
do the
a
summer
little
first.
compact tour then.
So our starter will be Thursday night, which like for most regular weeks would be like a Friday night because of the
Yep.
4-day weekend.
Right.
So
You'll understand why I work at the county.
do you get Wednesday off then?
Well, I probably will.
So I keep elaborating there, Brandon. So
But the total money that goes into this, so it's $2,000 up front. There's guaranteed $2,000 into this.
yes.
And it gets divided evenly amongst the drivers that participate the 4 nights at every track.
Yes.
So We're not going to track points. We're
if-
not going to track, winners of features or none of that stuff.
It has nothing to do with your results. It has all to do with your participation.
Participation.
Show up.
So easy math. If there's 10 of you, you'll each get $200 on these numbers,
on these numbers. Now, if that number goes up to $4,000,
which is the goal,
which is the goal,
then at the same 10 would get $400 apiece just for participating.
yes.
So you don't have to be first place. So you don't have to be last place. You need to be signed in and trying. So you need to take advantage. Mandan's going to start early, so you want to take advantage of some of that if you can. You got to be at all the Underwoods. You got to be at all the McLean counties. So again, the first night will be the you will know how many are eligible every
The
night
first
of
night.
every night of Underwood to be exact, because
May 23rd.
so May 23rd you will the eligibility. We will be, well, I don't know when Thunder Mountain starts. I was going to say, if they start after us, then they would have the same thing that I just described. But I don't know when they start.
I'll have to look it up. I
So-
got a calendar all nice and
Yeah.
built and stuff.
We'll try to get that going so we have our calendar along with our for sale deal over there. And I got a lot of ideas tonight.
You're all about. You're going to do it.
I never
too.
wanted to fire the producer. Smallsy did.
Here, I've been quiet and I'm getting blamed for. That's why I don't ever shut up.
So 4 tracks, 4 nights each, 16 nights.
I was just kind of looking at this Memorial Day weekend. I had to go back and look at my.
It'll be kind of like last year's July 4th deal in its own little weird way.
Right,
A 5-nighter.
Yeah, 4-nighter.
Nowhere Friday? Well, man, Dan, if you got stock car and sport. it's
Well,
compact,
no, but you guys aren't you guys are Thursday.
Thursday the 23rd.
I can't count right here. Oh, no, it is a 5-dayer because you got the Monday.
Because then you got Friday, Saturday,
so,
Sunday, Monday.
So here we go. So Thursday.
Forgive him. He works at the county.
So I have Monday off, too. Man, this is good. I might have to take the Wednesday off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got Thursday. No, I need to take Thursday off. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Thursday, Underwood. Call it Mandan Friday.
Mandan Friday. Saturday,
Saturday
Williston. Maybe Thunder Valley. Or Thunder Mountain, rather.
Right.
I don't have their...
And then Minot. And we
Minot.
have...
Sunday, Monday.
According to whoever wrote the schedule for Minot, we have all 5 classes those 2 nights. So it's like old school doubleheader type.
Yeah.
Let's ask Facebook World. Do we need to get a DJ? Are we having a party? What are we gonna do? Did those days come and went or what? Or what are you thinking?
If Underwood is at all a barometer, you need to get a band on a doubleheader. So not a DJ would be fine, but
okay,
a little something. So.
I know a DJ guy, so I could handle that.
So I don't know if they're going to be able to read this at home, but I tried to do something here. Here is Brandon's. No, I got to make that bigger.
Boy.
Hey, Jordan, tell me what
I'm
that's
out.
at.
Yeah, that's an orange square and a white square, right?
I think if you would have put the words in green, he would have had it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
I'm producing as I go here, guys.
It looks like part of my number.
There's the month of May.
There.
Ooh.
There's the month of May.
Oh.
So that's what I show on my consolidated schedule.
Yeah, the 25th is Williston, Dickinson, and Bottineau. Okay, yeah. And that looks like Bottineau's opener. So this weekend for you Sport Compact people, this is your set for this participation.
That's you're
deal.
tougher than
Compact Tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, seemingly.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I own that.
You get to manage it too. Say, Brandon.
It's done already.
Yeah. It built itself.
Yeah. And we like that. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I might have to skip out on this mod license and this.
Compact it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Speaking of licenses, I finally paid attention and got mine called in last week. And I received it already. So
I don't need mine.
So
I don't need mine till May 11th.
If you haven't yet, you should start paying attention because that waiting in line to do that at your first track is just a little too much.
Right.
Plus, it saves you money.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
If you complain,
God forbid, Kelly, you listening?
See?
If you complain about the cost of racing, if you come to
I'll
me,
spend it carefully, I promise.
if somebody comes to me
I'll
and goes,
order my license.
they go, Brandon, I am sick of the cost of racing. I can't handle it. The first thing I ask them is, I go, where did you get your license? Well, I bought it at the track.
Well,
you paid an extra $50 because that's the markup.
Wow.
If you were to buy it online, you'd save yourself money.
See, Kelly's going to ask you that question when you want to get a loan.
Yeah.
Because she should.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. You got to be
It might be only $30.
Yeah.
She maybe give you extra 50 for being smart.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want 20 grand. I want 25,000 because I'm good with it. I spend it carefully.
I know where to buy my license.
Yeah. Yeah. I buy in quantity.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Knob?
No.
The other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The
other one.
Well,
oh, geez.
I'll take your lead.
Yeah.
Be careful.
So that's a pretty big weekend for the North Dakota racing world.
Yeah. That's going to kind of be like last year's 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
That was a 5-dayer.
Well, that's a good deal that the racetracks planned that out by accident. See, all this winter planning, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
like I say, we moved Underwood to Thursday there, which we're all good with. So we'll pound that when it's time.
So we're moving to stock cars.
Are we done with the? I mean, you've started something here now, guys.
Uh-oh.
So we got Jesse Long, Roy Faldolin
Yep.
is on board with the pit party, as long as Roy's there.
Yeah. Well, he's chirping, so he could be in charge of barbecue because he's that guy.
This is where I come in.
Oh, okay.
You want barbecue? You do the barbecue.
Roy will want to barbecue.
I would.
Roy,
I would.
I'm sorry. I let it out of the chute, so.
I would love to have an old school doubleheader party in the pits.
Yeah.
Just don't wreck dumpsters or the concession stands.
Yeah.
Dana.
Yeah.
Jesse Long says we need a band and Brandon on the grill. I can provide the grill.
Well,
Who? Oh.
Jesse Long.
see, that'll be about the first nice weekend.
I told
where-
somebody I don't think he would be running my hot dog machine, so Jesse's not grilling.
Well, he said a band and
Yeah.
Brandon on the grill.
Okay.
I'm guessing he was meaning my grill that I bring and do the banquet stuff with.
And you grill.
And you grill.
And I grill. But Roy can do the grilling if I provide
right.
the grill.
There you go. There we go. We're making moves.
Making moves.
Yes.
We're making moves.
Hey, that was popular down at the reception. Making
Really?
moves,
Really?
not movements.
People listen to us, huh?
Hot sauce was all over it. Yeah.
I wonder,
Yeah.
is that supposed to be on my race car?
Making moves.
Making
Making
moves.
moves.
Not movements. Well, it should be on somebody's. It won't
Yeah.
be on mine because I got my own new ones. So.
Bruce says the year of trying new things. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
And then Cody Shope, Roy Boys Grilling and Chillin' needs to be hired for snacks.
see, Coach knows what's going on.
Right.
So, right.
I bet I can find a sponsor for the steak if we wanted to do
Wow.
steak.
I was going with hot dogs. Brandon's going with steak.
My grill does not show up and do hot dogs unless it's special request by somebody.
My kids will want hot dogs.
My grill,
A 12-ounce fillet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
no. We're doing thin cut steaks.
Hey,
Thin cuts. Okay.
just we might be able to
Bacon
work
wrapped.
We might work something out at the bank here.
Oh,
We might have some.
We'll
Probably
see what
we
you
need
get from
30.
the
We're
bank.
throwing a party too.
Yeah.
We're gonna shop carefully.
We're gonna cut
Yeah.
coupons so we
we're gonna
save
buy
a
in
little money.
quantity.
Yeah.
We're gonna get $6,000 worth of party with 5,000.
Okay, Facebook world. We're having a party.
Jeepers.
Memorial Day weekend.
Well,
Having a party.
yeah.
Probably bring
Red
your own.
Solo cup.
Yeah, bring your own
Hey.
beer, but we're gonna
CMT
send
did a
it.
good job with Toby on that. I thought
Yep.
that was pretty
Yep.
good. So, yeah, need a little Toby, like it.
We'll leave it. Yeah, we could have your playlist.
Yeah, we can make a couple more
Holy.
too.
Yeah.
So, as I've shared, Adam is all over this real country music. Like I say, he's got a straightaway on the rest of us. So,
Does that mean he's ahead by a
Yeah.
long ways?
Oh, he knows more than just 2 or 3 George Jones songs, and Conway and all the hitters. So, but at any rate, up at his shop there the other night there, and I lost my train of thought here. Where was it going to go with that?
That's what happens when you get old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
We'll be coming back to that, folks.
Yeah.
Moving on.
yeah. At any rate, we can do more volumes of that. But it can be hard to entertain Adam. He is a purist.
I'm
Who would have guessed?
I'm gonna call you and Adam out on something here real quick.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't Adam kind of do a rap thing?
Oh, yeah. Where's this friendship at? I see where you're going with this.
What rap on cart or?
Turning your
Yeah.
car green.
Oh,
Why
You're
didn't you?
struggling and getting
Yeah.
folds and creases in it.
Should have phoned a friend.
Well, I got Jed and I got Adam, but you know what? When the going gets tough, you got to do it yourself. So here I am. But I am. Hey, jumping around. Shout out to Adam again. It's his birthday today.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
So happy birthday, Adam. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I'm not in dire straits yet, but
Close.
yeah, I'm gonna bring a fender over to Jed tomorrow. I need a pro. Call an expert. I'm gonna go visit him, so I need to have him help me. I'm trying to do the left rear quarter, and it looks like I'm doing it. I don't want it to look like that. So I want to look like
The
he's
whole,
doing
and
it.
do you have the round body again?
Yes.
The Monte Carlo
The same
style?
body.
Oh,
as
the
I've
same.
shared. Trying to make this thing clean enough to present. Yee. So, yeah.
Well, the round bodies. If you're trying to put your green wrap, because that's
Yeah.
what it is. You're wrapping the car in
yeah.
green.
Yeah. My vinyl is my paint job. So, and then we put numbers on top of it. So, yes. But it's round. That's the problem. It's like trying to wrap a helmet. It doesn't go good. Yee.
Uh-oh. Does Adam have Harper? Harper said too much green on your car.
Yeah. Well, Harper says that, but see, her dad's influencing that. when Harps and I are alone, we're golden. So Adam's trying to teach her bad things, and I'm not. Dang.
Bruce Redland says Adam is as old as George Jones.
Now,
geez.
not that old, but he is listening to him. Yeah, the good stuff. I mean, the good stuff. So he has it on his TV up there. He said, "See," I said, "I know. You convinced me last time. I am convinced."
Yeah.
But anyway, gotta
Jenny Beater checking in. Hi,
sharpen it up a little.
She had to work tonight. Working late.
Jenny stopped in at Adams here the other day, and she was in green, looking
Wearing
good.
green?
Looking good. Yeah. So, well, things like that shouldn't go unnoticed, so I don't let them go unnoticed. So,
I don't even think I have anything green to wear.
I still have, from when I was a young man, a young boy, the green stuff that I wore when I helped him, pitted with him. I still have that.
Well,
That's Hall of Fame.
I don't know that it's your 401k, but be careful with it.
Do you think
There
if
ain't
I
many.
do you think if I bring it into Kelly, I would
Yeah.
have a chance?
Hey,
There we go.
hey. She'll
I
say
mean-
default alone. You're golden.
Yeah.
Houses is for rookies.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, if it works, well, I'll find two more. We're in this together.
Somebody wants to know
The
if that's
getaway car.
vodka.
This?
Whoa.
Yeah. Are you drinking the hard stuff tonight?
No.
I
Just
can't
water.
imagine what this would be if it was half intoxicated, because there is none of that. Well, unless Smallsy's got it going on over there.
No.
I don't have anything going on over here. And
You didn't even bring a drink.
no, I usually don't.
But you have the Jolly Ranchers after the show. You give everybody a Jolly Rancher.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having a bush light here, but I didn't want anybody to judge me. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, we might have
the
to be
problem
accountable
is
then.
I would have to put one here and 7 more down here. But this is a couple hours, so
to make it through this.
it might be 14 down there.
I can't imagine how intelligent this would get with that. So
I'm telling you, this should probably been done in the.
Kelly would give up on us. I don't want to let that out yet.
I don't know. We might even after one of those shows, we might be getting a business loan. Yeah.
I could use a new studio.
I want to see how that
Well.
old green attire goes for you. So I'm going to be paying attention to that.
I would.
I don't have much of it, but I have more than none. So
I told
Okay,
you
should
to bring the table over. You could have the big screen in the back playing racing. I have to move my fridge closer to my side here, and we'd be like at home. What are you putting in your fridge over on your side?
Oh, God, I don't know. Probably none
Unfortunately, I'm bad enough at producing this show, so I'm just going to do water.
of that. Yeah. That might not be far off.
I don't
of that.
have a problem drinking alone. You guys are boring.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I've got 100
Showing
pounds of
your age.
hamburger
Just like
for our
that.
cookout.
Who hit
look
a
at
cow?
that.
Who hit a Well, it's your buddy you see out on the county roads every day.
Oh yeah, I drove by today.
Drove by his house today.
Oh no, we did.
Was it a sheep or a goat? I'm still stuck on that one.
No,
Somebody
yeah,
posted a picture, and it was a goddamn goat.
I told him to post the picture because who
Yeah.
has a damn sheep or a goat with 2 dogs running? It's got to be somebody's. It had a collar.
Was it up by Kenmare?
Yes.
Okay, we talked about it that one night, and somebody had a picture.
I know. I sent it to Corey, and I said, "Post this. You're from here." I said, "Somebody's." Jared.
We got off track again.
Yeah,
We're going back to the snow-covered goat here. The question was it a goat or a sheep?
You finally you finally seen it.
I'm going to say it was on Facebook. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
There's vodka in that bottle over there, so I'm sticking to it.
So
Yeah.
you're going with a sheep?
I'm going with a goat.
I don't know.
Well, maybe I got to retract. I got to go back and find the picture. So, but yeah, I didn't. It said close to Kenmare or whatever. I'm like, well, I wonder if that's Smallsy's
That is
sheep goat question.
We've got new names for the show.
Oh boy, a little bit of everything.
The Drunken Dirt.
Oh,
We don't even drink.
on random days.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we haven't yet.
Yeah.
Huh. Man.
This is like the only night I don't get no beer because I have to be professional.
Right. Presentable.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Jeez.
Holy. Are we even doing a show anymore?
Yeah.
It was a go.
Come on, Brandon. Hold the pillars up. Hold it up.
Okay, let's roll into stock cars.
Yeah, because that
Okay.
Stock
okay.
cars.
Stock cars. Yeah, boy.
A few people have put their comments in
Have
here.
with the stock car.
I don't know if I can go back that far and find them, so you guys
Okay.
might have to do it again.
We got some new people, so
Yeah.
Quite a few
So
new peoples.
okay, well, we're just going off the.
Do you want
points.
Devin Gonus's first? I'll
Sure.
throw you Devin Gonis.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
Austin Doe, Chris Hortness, Dalton Flory.
Oh,
yeah, tough. Yep. Yep.
I know Bruce commented, but I can't go back that far on the chat. My apologies.
Yeah, again, real solid there.
And
Not sure where Dalton's at on
right,
this
because
deal, so
he didn't race much in
Yeah,
the stock car last
but I see
year.
that him and Joe are both signed up for that deal in late August.
So with
there's going to be something going on.
I mean, I almost made the Sportmont trailer the way everybody was talking there. So
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
Retro Smallsy was in there.
yeah. So
Bruce said Adam,
So
Dalton, and Randy Klein. We have to kick Randy out because he's not
yep,
in
that
Western
don't
Minnesota.
count.
wrong
Fine-
side of 83.
Finally can say that, Bruce, you are DQ'd. Get out of here.
I shouldn't say wrong side of 83 because Botno's included, but
Well, yeah.
so
Depends on how many water bottles you have.
Oh,
It's
Cody
on the
has
right.
an interesting one.
Oh boy.
Jorn for sure.
T-shirt sales.
that's kind of a
Nathan
mercy
Burke,
shot.
Nathan Burke in his car. He has a stock car. Schulp has a stock car.
Oh.
Nathan Burke in Schulp's car, Cody's car.
Okay.
And Rudlin in Cody's brother's car.
And Kyle's car.
And
Okay.
Kyle's car.
Well,
And I'm driving the
I wanna-
hauler for
and
this.
you're driving the hauler.
well, because I have a microphone, I want to say I want to drive your car, Cody. Nathan's good at setting up his own. So, yeah. Cody, I had a shout out to you last week. You throw me some bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got DBI coming tomorrow, but we need something to scratch on. So, but nice, just the same.
Yeah, we might
So,
have. We might have to
First,
change
Bruce called us a bad word
on
for
here.
DQing him. Yeah, he
Oh.
said a bad word. Starts with an F, ends with an S. Figure it out in between.
I'm gonna need help.
Again, Smallsy said that. We're just here.
And then
You
immediately,
can't bail on me like that.
You DQ'd him.
Well, he did something dumb. I know the
It
feeling.
was a mistake.
Oh, that does not work. I tried that.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Randy Klein, wow, bad fast at the tour night that night.
Kelly Dukesher's back. She says, "Oh boy, this is professional."
Oh, boy.
Here, Kelly, did you see how I just turned it right around and we moved to stock cars? That's the
yeah.
professionalism coming back.
Don't hold your breath. Could change any time. Dalton, that's a for sure there.
Yep.
I'd be an Austin Doe.
TV timeout here, because are we we're doing a retro
Doing
trailer?
retro? Well, I
here?
think we
mean,
can do whatever we want.
Because this stock car thing's been around for quite a while, and we've had some really, really good guys in it that
Throughout
were
the years.
just it was a short stint for them, and then they were out.
Well, again, knowing that Joe and Dalton are both signed up for that deal in late August.
Western. Travis Ulmer, West.
Yeah.
West. You're going with I'm gonna put the requirements out. Dickinson, Mandan, Minot,
Estevan.
Underwood,
Estevan.
Williston.
Well, I know. I'm Dalton and Austin Doe.
Yeah.
So I'm in still, and then
Yeah.
my third one is Gabe. So
You gotta
Western North Dakota.
You got to remember, he's talking to Facebook world too.
but it's our people.
Our people.
Yeah.
But I'm talking to Facebook world.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
just-
you are. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you were.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like-
doing
You were
just
doing.
fine.
Yeah, you're
You're
not getting
Williston, Estevan,
Right.
and Westhope. So
You're not getting DQ'd over there.
okay.
Calm down.
All
It was
right.
the other guy
All
in
right.
front of you.
I'm like,
Yeah.
did somebody move here, Kelly? Did somebody move a house? I thought they were dug in.
They needed
So-
they needed another property.
Yeah, they might have some wheels on them
Yeah.
there. So, but I don't think they do. So that's my three.
Okay, so you got
So
Austin, Dalton,
Dalton
and
and
Gabe.
Gabe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now think of your retro trailer here because we'll come
my
back
retro,
to that.
my
Retro trailer,
Yeah.
Wyatt Olson, Chad Stretch, and Nathan
Yeah.
Burke. That's
Who
from
said that?
Fluffy.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Oof.
putting Nathan in there. Now we talked that Nathan isn't necessarily done. He's just
He's still retro.
yeah, but nonetheless, his
Okay,
accomplishments are real. So
I'm picking mine that we're going this year. I'm going with. I'm taking Dalton for sure. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm going with Gabe. And I'm not being mean. I mean, I don't think we've even seen a sniff of what he's gonna do in that car yet.
Okay.
They're just not there yet. But
not to load them up, but this is Aaron, Travis. It's that bunch. Dalton.
right.
He's
Gabe.
on his way to that point.
Right. Yeah.
He's coming in.
He's
coming in.
Yeah. I'm taking him because when it hits, it's gonna be it's game on.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take. I kind of.
My wild card is Hortness. I might have him in Austin flipped around. It would depend on the day.
And then that's where the Estevan thing.
Jeff Berta wants to know if it's Thursday night. No, it's Wednesday night.
Don't get tricky now.
I have meetings tomorrow. I can't do tomorrow night. These guys.
Oh, I
wanted
know
to do
who
tonight.
I know who I'm taking. Brendan Labatt.
Yeah.
Overlooked. It seems like all the time, but those guys race all over the place a lot.
Yeah.
And they've really came on. That's who I'm taking.
Yeah, won the Man Down Tour night. That's a statement.
I'm taking him.
Mm-hmm. So you have Dalton, Brendan,
and Gabe.
Gabe. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I had to think way too hard.
So what? Somebody came up with one last week that was like,
man,
if I'm taking somebody to win, I'm throwing Gabe in right now. If I'm taking somebody so we can make sure and get our group on TV, Mad Mike's going in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
if I'm retroing, I'm miking it. So
Well, no, not even retro.
retro.
Right
Because
now.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Mike's an aggressive driver. TVs are cameras will be on him.
Right.
Who am I?
Fair.
Who am I putting in there for the T-shirt sales?
Well, we only get 3.
I only had 2, Gabe and Mike.
Oh, I went before you.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
like I say,
hand shoe?
another deal that three's tough. So
3 is tough.
yeah, I'm
I'd like
again,
to go with
and Adam too. I mean, Adam's got it going on. He what did we say 7-8 wins last year in championships. So
So you
the right
start down
age,
the
so-
list. That third spot in my hauler, you got Adam, you got Will Shareski.
Right.
That's who I
Right.
got. I got it right there.
Yeah.
Cody Shope just answered it for me. Cole Trickle's going in.
yeah,
The
for
infamous
for the spice.
the infamous
Yeah.
Cole Trickle.
There you go. That was.
Yeah, cool.
But you have Adam, Will Shareski.
Mm-hmm.
You have Labatt. You said it.
I'm taking Labatt. Those guys, they've turned up the wick. When they go somewhere, they're good.
Yeah, winning a tour
But
night's
where
a
do you put
statement,
Shareski? So Shareski's one of the ones that races mine at Underwood, doesn't travel.
Well, yeah,
That's-
and Will
that's-
keeps it locked down on local racing. So
And that's where
So-
this is tough because
But he's
We're-
dangerously good at the local racing.
right,
you know,
right.
he just keeps himself in check, as I share with him. He don't let it get
He-
the best of him.
He wants to make sure he
So-
doesn't have to go to the bank.
Right, he's keeping Kelly at bay.
Right.
In all the
Right,
nice ways.
right.
So, yeah, they're right.
Because when
So-
that truck and trailer passes Jamestown, it gets expensive.
So, yeah, I
I'm-
like Mad
I'm-
Mike. I like Adam.
I'm gonna do a retro
So-
trailer, and I'm taking Nathan. I'm taking Wyatt, and I'm gonna take. Who else was pretty?
Mark Dahl in the X car.
That's not retro.
Yeah, well, back
yeah,
then
it
it was.
is. Back then it was when they first
yeah,
came
when
out.
They had the Sunoco
Well, yeah,
deals.
he was making. Well, Wyatt had a Mark Dahl car. He was building them.
Bruce had his moments too. So,
Yeah,
So-
there you go. I'm
so-
gonna take Bruce. Bruce, or I was even gonna go with a Lattiser. I was
Jason Lattiser, yeah.
Kind of running down.
Yeah, I like that ttoo.
Um,
Philsvold messing around.
Philsvold,
Pfeiffer.
Stephen Pfeiffer.
Fife Dog.
Pfeiffer was pretty good in a stock car.
Yep.
Fife Dog like Cole Trickle can get her done.
Yeah.
So at the drop of a hat. So
For young people that missed out the early 2000 stock car racing, you missed out.
Yeah.
That was
guys are putting it together. So
yeah.
yeah, tough to do the 3, but that's what we've been doing. Whose idea was this? So
I'll take credit for it.
yeah,
You gonna give me any?
It's it's picking up some traction. I know that. So, and again, these are just goofy opinions at the
Yeah, we're
moment.
just having
where we
fun.
are. So
We're pretty.
If
These
we-
are educated opinions. I mean,
yeah.
right?
You have 3 people, 2.5 people sitting at this table that have been around racing for 30+ years. Are you 30 yet?
Years of racing. I think you said 19, didn't you?
You racing?
Yeah.
No, I've been racing since '09.
Avery
15.
Lagesson is Seidler,
15.
Mark Dahl, and Sean Strand.
And those
That's
guys-
the mod.
well,
They
they
all
got
have
stock
stock
cars
cars
too,
now.
is what we're
Now.
understanding.
We haven't seen it.
Did
Well,
talk with Sean a little
yeah.
bit there at the wedding there, and it didn't sound like the stock car would be full time. It would be kind of some special stuff. Mark has got a stock car too, and we have seen
Ma-
Sean race, so
well,
and Mark too.
Mark
so.
was up here a couple times last year with it.
Yeah, he was up right for the tour night there. So, yeah, they might just be victims of just not a whole bunch of track time yet. So, keeping it west. But as I say, Johnny Carter's got one too. That's in that Randy Klein bunch. So again, I'm going to get DQ'd, but that'll be different stuff. That may surface early in Mandan.
By the end of the summer, with having
Van Mills, stuff like that. So
with having Mandan now with stock cars and seeing
That
how
could-
many people come west
Yeah.
to race Mandan, it could open up the field.
yeah,
Right.
Next year when we have this conversation, you're going to be looking at the Mandan points
Yeah.
going, maybe you'll see a Johnny Carter. Maybe you'll
Right.
see some of these guys on that points list.
Mark and Sean in there somewhere. Jeremy, Marlin, Todd Carter. So yeah, Chris Van Mill won the tour.
I'm
so.
excited about the stock car thing at Nodak for sure. I think we're gonna have some good numbers again finally.
Yeah,
And I hope the competition is getting back to where it used to be.
I would say my gut feeling is it's going to be a 16-18 car field pretty easily. So
I hope so.
Me too.
Hope so.
Back to the for sale files real quick. I do have a unspoken for short block sitting on the stand, in case that means anything to anyone. It can be a hobby, sport mod, or a stock car. It's got real rods in it, so no heads yet. So Facebook me if you're interested, or Adam, or Adam's car. Either one of us. We'll get the message out.
So, Kelly, how much is that worth?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Got a little
Right.
collateral here. So yeah, right.
A
Right.
Jordan Boy short block, and I'll throw in a jacket, a pair of
Oh,
pants
man.
that are neon green from the
Yeah.
90s.
Hey, those were made in my mother's kitchen sink with the green dye. Oh,
That I
man.
know.
Yeah. They soaked overnight. They turned out like Easter eggs. They turned out pretty good.
Oh, man, somebody
dang.
just brought this up. What about Jason Berg? We're leaving him out.
Oh, God. See? That's
I
just that. There's
I've
a
seen
strong
his name.
dozen of good stuff
Right.
there. So
Yeah,
He knocked off a couple feature wins a couple
Back to
years ago.
back.
Back to
Yeah,
back
right.
here at
Boom.
Nodak.
yeah, he did.
Right.
It's tough to win over here, and he did it
Yeah.
twice back to back.
Right.
Well, each track got a strong 3, 4, 5 cars, and they're good everywhere. So yeah, three's tough.
And then
That's
Brock,
why we-
Brock Beater wants to throw his name
Yeah,
in there this year.
Brock won a feature. So
Yep.
Down in
so,
Arizona.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, he's the first guy from North Dakota to win a stock car feature this year, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
the only one to date.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah,
He has that
Right.
rolling into the opening
So-
weekend.
like some
Well,
of those other
yeah,
names ain't got a ton of track time to prove it yet, but nonetheless got to win just the same, and ran down there last fall and enjoyed it. So, yeah.
And after my performance at the Stampede, maybe I'm on the list.
You were there?
Exactly.
Oh, a lot of love in the room.
You passed
So-
a lot of cars.
I passed them under yellow when they
I
left
was
the
going to
track.
say there wasn't too many behind you, but you got fifth.
Does it matter how you got there?
No, you finished. Sometimes you got to take those in your career.
Yeah.
As I get older, I take a lot more of them.
Right. Because
Yeah.
30 years from now, well, now they can go back and watch.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
now
we're-
with the
we're-
world of darn TV,
we don't get like Jordan, Jeez.
Mm.
30 years ago, we can't go back and watch him.
It's not on tape.
God, and the thought of that just kind of stinks, doesn't it? That you can't go back and relive some of the
Yeah.
memories.
Yeah. If the saying is every dog has his days, I had a decade. So I'm pretty stout in there from about 94 to about, 03, 04 anyway. So it ain't never been real bad, but it was really good then. So
If I ever get to
Wow.
if I ever get to the point where I have time, there are 2 big boxes of VHS tapes that my mom took in the 90s.
that would be my vault then. So
I've put a couple on YouTube. You've watched them.
Oh, yeah.
as I shared, Mindy and my family were scrambling to put my presentation together, and yeah, been a lot of miles going up and down the road for sure. So
I should have just
Some
gave them the key
results
to the room
along
upstairs, and
there.
they could have just went wild.
yeah, they were showing signs of wear and tear. That would have maybe passed them out, showing them that room. So they said, "Give up, white flag, surrender." So
What else you got on there? Is there?
Mm.
You get,
Not a whole bunch. People, Mike Swallers, somebody put on Mike Swallers. Tony Marsh had a mention on here.
yeah.
Willie Matajovic
Yeah,
had a
He-
mention.
Tony on the
Willie's
nostalgia.
Willie Manajovic's coming back, I
I
heard.
heard Willie's got a car. I heard that also. So again,
This-
six,
I-
seven, eight
I-
new cars. So
I feel like the hobbies, even the hobby stocks this year, I heard a lot of new or guys coming back to that. The
Yep.
compact, a lot of traction
explosion
there.
Yep.
Stock car, a lot of traction.
Yeah.
The mods the sport mods are already really good. Oh, Marcus Tomlinson. What about him?
Yeah, he's
He's
got,
He's
car,
got
yeah.
one
he's
sitting
going to
there.
entertain
Yeah.
the stock car
Yeah,
this
I
year.
mentioned
Right,
him
so-
there a little bit too. Just that doesn't have no track time yet. But
Right.
Travis Ulmer said he ran a lot in the early 2000s with his Wasota car on the mod tour, or on the stock car tour, mod
Yeah.
tour, and he is the most fun he's ever had.
Yeah, Travis certainly had his days too. So yeah, good name there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good names, and each one of those names has had good seasons, good years.
I got to answer a question. Brian Schleck, you asked a question way back when we were talking about compacts. I apologize we didn't answer. We are drawing the sport, or Nodak is drawing the sport compact on Sunday at the car show.
Yeah.
No time set yet.
Late in the day was the plan.
Right.
Late in the day.
Yeah, I think I accidentally said 1, but that's the meeting.
Yeah.
And it will
It's-
be
I thought we were leaning more towards like a 4.
You're right.
It'll
well,
be
yeah,
announced,
You're right.
announced
yeah,
somehow, somewhere on Facebook.
Right.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Second day of the show. Is
Second
still
day
the
of the
plan.
show.
Okay. Yeah.
So what are you gonna do with the 10 you have left that you need to make 20 out of?
I don't know.
It's going to start auctioning them off. If you really want it, it's 200 now.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fundraiser. That's why we're doing
The money is going to the slingshots.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the slingshots are going to have some cha-ching.
How many slingshots can we get in a hauler? 6. So, 8.
Easily 6, you'd think.
Yeah,
Because
sideways.
they're about the length of a
Yeah.
car back to back. 2 of them the length of one modified.
I have some issues with a slingshot.
At your house?
I knocked the tin off it last night. So
Yeah, that thing got you.
With your pickup or with your body?
with my body,
So, well,
He wrecked it.
you didn't run over it.
Well, I don't know. He got that and damn
close.
near wrecked Jesse's car. I thought, geez, this thing's going to cost me money here.
Don't come over anymore.
pretty much. He said the door's right there.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to fit in the trailer of my car, so I got some decisions to make.
Oh,
That ain't a good deal.
I'm thinking it's still in your mom's pickup.
Putting in the back of the minivan.
All right, yeah, it's your minivan, yeah. You have to get a trailer.
You have to get a run at it. Do I just stay home? Do I retire? I don't know.
that ain't gonna happen this year.
You don't think so?
You've already seen Kelly. You're committed.
Yeah.
Should we move on to Fear the Rear? What's our Fear
Yeah.
of the Rear talk this
What's
week?
our fear of the rear?
Fear of the Rear, everybody that has their car ready to go in the car show right now. Woo!
Yeah.
Look at
I
that.
like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Looks very nice. Uh-huh. And if it rains, we'll see it at the show.
Yeah.
So,
I think that should just be at the show.
yeah.
I think it should just be a show car.
It looks like one.
Why would you do all that work and not put it in the show? I like how Facebook doesn't even know what we're talking about. That's the best. Well, you have to come to the show to see.
Yeah.
Fear the Rear. Let's get 50 race cars there. Why can't we? Right?
50 race
Well,
cars.
there's been a lot of excitement tonight. A lot of people sharing that they're coming in. And some of them were ones that didn't have cars in there last year. So if last year participates, the new ones participate, your 50 number seems very
Real.
viable.
Right.
Even if Mandan races, I won't be at that race. I will be here. So
Good deal.
There'll be more racing after that weekend.
A lot more. If you just looked at that month of May, you can race a lot.
You want me to
You
go
can
to
race
June
a
on
lot,
that deal?
so-
'Cause
That's really thick. So, yeah, we got a 5-day at the end of May, Memorial, and then we got 5 days with the Tougher Than Dirt. So
Yeah.
I seen that was getting a little traction on Facebook earlier. So
yeah, I did some updating of the page,
Pictures.
the picture and stuff. I got way
that was
more I
cool.
got to do. It's just not.
Yeah, and then the car show, the other thing, we're working on a pretty big Hall of Fame booth.
yes,
We're
yes,
The last
I'm catching some of that.
with the talk with the ladies here, we're the whole north wall with the Hall of Fame booth.
Really, the whole north wall.
Yeah, we're gonna
Ooh, good on that.
So we're looking for more people to dig through the basements and find that
Yeah.
stuff. We got a car that's coming that hasn't been raced in 17 years. Yanked the motor out. I mean, it's retro stock car, and then we're gonna put the rescue truck in there. So if anybody wants to get up close and check that out,
Clean up a wreck or two and put it in there?
I think one of the wreckers is coming, so we're gonna have stuff, where the fans, you see it every Sunday night, but don't get up close to it. So we're gonna show that stuff off.
My mom had been contacted, and it sounds like going to dig up some of my dad's memorabilia.
Yeah,
His championship trophy, and it was a midseason and a championship trophy. So just to see how they did it back then versus how we do it now. So we don't know where his driving suit is. We like many of us, lent them out and forgot who took them.
Right.
They haven't come home yet. Decades
Speaking
ago.
of that, Levi Wald,
So,
I need it back.
you know where yours went. We don't know where that one went.
I'm only a year.
Let alone one of my own.
Wait till
so-
5. Then I won't
Yeah,
remember.
Right. Well,
He needed a
even
suit.
though you said Levi, I won't remember it soon. So, yeah, I won't need 5 years. 5 weeks will probably do it for me. So, So, but yeah, good on the Hall of Fame. Good energy there. So, yeah, just to walk through memory lane there will be time well spent, and time should be allowed to be spent well with
'Kay.
that. So,
We're going to roll into Texas Red. We've kind of drugged this out. We're over 2 hours already.
okay.
And the hot sauce might take a little while.
Yeah.
And I know nothing about it.
And yeah, people are waiting for that.
Thank you, Jeff and Justin Bieber, again for
Very much so. I've got my corn packets all laid out. We're just waiting for time to take its time to get there.
Dome Talk. I don't have any updates. We'll have to.
Yeah. Dome Talk slid back on the burners here, but let's get through this car show. Maybe we can get that fired up again.
I think we can transition Texas Red back into upcoming schedule because that's where they were before wintertime.
Okay. Yeah.
So here soon, maybe next week.
We're not giving up on Dome, but we're just down on some material.
I just want to give Texas Red their due.
Yeah.
So they can sponsor the upcoming schedule moving forward. So.
Well, and if we want to jump in right there, we have a practice day in Mandan this Saturday.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our car show the following weekend. So, and then we have Minot's practice day is the Saturday or Sunday after.
Sunday.
Practice day, Minot will be Sunday. So 21, 20, 28th then. Or 19th, 20th. No.
28th.
28th.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So
he's all laid back. So we went from drinking vodka in his cup or in his bottle.
I got to take a nap.
To going to the bank. To not being professional. Now he's just playing on Facebook.
Huh.
Is that how boring we are or what?
Oh.
I wanted to watch Dirt Weekly.
You missed the
I
good.
got
You
it
can
right here,
watch it
but
on that screen.
You missed
I
the
know.
good part.
Right.
Huh.
Okay, let's start with some drama here.
It ain't drama. It's just ideas.
Oh, it's just ideas.
Audience like you, I know nothing. So
Yeah.
But
here we go.
I
So,
think I've decided in my mind I'm going to do it.
The president of the Tougher Than Dirt is causing drama.
Vice
already?
president, Jenny's president.
I said that wrong. Sorry, Jenny.
Jenny's the owner and boss.
She didn't get a vote though. I seen who voted.
so the way it
seen who
works.
voted.
I seen who voted last night.
Well, there's been some discussion
Yeah.
about Mod Tour, Tougher Than Dirt Tour, these 6-night tours of dropping a night.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping your worst night. So you're counting your best 5.
They give them the traditional way of
The traditional way of doing it is you take all 6 nights and you get to championship night, and if your bad night is championship night, you get to drop championship night and still maybe be crowned a champion.
Right.
And sometimes maybe not even be able to be there championship night, but you earned enough points to where you are crowned champion and you're not even there. You leave. I'm not necessarily a fan of that. I don't mind the dropping of a night, but I just feel like when you go into a championship night, you need some sort of clarity on what the points battles are. So that way fans and announcers can follow along, right? Mm-hmm. So therefore, the traditional dropping a night, Brandon's not a fan of. So the Tougher Than Dirt Tour won't drop a night. The traditional way.
No, you said that. Yeah.
The traditional way.
The traditional way.
Okay.
So
in my discussions with some people over the last week or so,
that's not me.
Not Smalls.
Not me. It's all new
and
to
not
me
Jordan.
yet.
In my discussions over the last week, we have come up with a different your worst night solution. That would be you get to drop your worst night out of the first 5.
Oh.
You cannot drop
Championship night is required. Mm-hmm. You are required to be there. You are required to participate, and you cannot drop championship night. Mm-hmm. That way, all the dropping goes on before championship night. My amazing announcer who can build paint drying as exciting, Nick Hulberg, will be able to calculate all the points after Botno, and we'll be able to go into championship night with a solid look at what the points are, and you have to be there.
And Sunday nights, even if that is your worst night,
you're taking it.
Yeah, it counts. So
you are taking it.
So everybody will have their drop night removed at the top of Sunday.
Yep.
So your totals are that. So
it's game on.
If you're one behind somebody and you beat them by 2, you beat them.
You beat them.
There's no after the event figuring out your worst night.
Nope.
We'll have your results at noon tomorrow. We're gonna have them instant.
Correct.
And we like
I follow
that.
along. Because you know exactly what's cooking.
Right.
But you still
live.
But you still allow for them first 5 nights. You travel. You go on the whole tour. You have one bad night along the way. You have a DNF. You have a night
Right.
where just something goes terrible. You can still get rid of that one.
Mm-hmm. Regroup. And still
put
be
some nights
completely
together
in the hunt.
And completely in the hunt.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think, again, all news to me, but I like it because what I like about being able to drop your worst night and or miss a night is that your traveler might have a local track he needs to be at.
Yep.
Right.
Not so much on the tougher than dirt, and I know that's what it applies to, but more for the Dakota Classic Tour. That's been my experience of the drop a night is on the Dakota Tour.
Right.
So, but I like your deal because, as you guys are stating, the excitement of it never changes on the last night. I think I've shared here that the year Ron Schreiner won, he was not at the tour the last night because he zipped back home to chase his weekly stuff. I understood that and all that, but it took away from
the point of the tour.
Took away from the excitement of the winner.
Right.
It wasn't here. He won it before he left, because he had a solid first 5 nights. So his worst night was going to be the last night, and whoever was in second had to get third or worse or something, and they did. So it happened accordingly. So, but this way, you allow that for 80% of it, mandating the last night. I think it's a nice balance. I like it. I like it.
Jeff Barta asked, "What if you no-show? That counts as your drop night."
Yep.
Yeah. On the first 4.
On the first 5.
Or first 5. Yeah.
Nodak, you cannot no-show Nodak. If you no-show Nodak, you are no longer in the hunt.
For the tougher than dirt.
In the tougher than dirt tour, if you're leading points and you get to the Nodak Speedway and you go, I'm out in the lead, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You're no longer in the running.
Don't do
Nodak
that.
is required. Fluffy, my answer to this question: what would rain out do to this? What would a rain out do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not far enough into my thought process to answer that question at this time.
It doesn't change anything.
Yeah, technically it wouldn't change anything.
Yeah.
The only thing it changes, okay, Sunday rains out.
Right. But then
you
just calculate the points.
yeah,
and
Well,
call it.
I guess you would have that Sunday morning regardless, and then that would be your point stand.
Then
Right.
that would
If
be your point stand.
It'd be
So-
over.
Because
Yeah.
you would have your drops all figured out.
But I think where Fluffy's going,
So-
and now
but that is a good question because
Right.
it's
it's a great
possible.
question. Now,
Mm-hmm.
where he's going with that is where we were, a few years ago when we were supposed to race Underwood on Wednesday, it rained out. We were supposed to race Dickinson on a Thursday, and it rained out, and we ended up racing Underwood on a Thursday.
Yes.
And then we ended up raining out in Williston. And then we got
Yeah, that was quite a year.
I think we only got 2 nights in that
I
year.
think so.
So in that case, I don't think we'd drop a night.
Right.
Well, yeah. There's a drop night given that more than 50% of it's completed.
Yeah.
Type of deal, or what you'll think of
this,
something.
I think this falls under that EIRI, except in rare instances.
EIEIO. Right. I'm just singing along. So
I don't have the perfect answer for rainouts other than
yeah.
we'll have to manage it on the fly.
It's kind of like saying how much does that white horse weigh?
Well, if it's one night that rains out, you can just
Right.
continue on as normal. When you get into the 2 and 3 nights raining
That's-
out,
yeah, then
that's when
that's-
you got to make a decision. Okay, we don't even have enough points to put this tour together. All
Yeah.
nights count from this.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
When you get down to you count your best night only, well, then you got multiple tie.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So,
some of that stuff, I mean, drivers got to understand that's got to be,
Yeah.
that decision has to be made on the fly. I
yeah,
mean, with the-
yeah, just manage it on the fly. I don't know what if anybody listened to that. Travis Ulmer just said he agrees 100%. But if anybody else listened to what I said, if they're confused, ask the question right now in the chat. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah.
That's why we have this.
to me,
I
I had no when we were a 5-night tour, I had no thought or entertainment of the whole dropping a night thing because I felt 5 nights is kind of like that.
you should be able to do it.
Should be able to do it. When we went to the 6th night, and I'm worried, and I'm talking about hobby stocks and sport mods who are supposed to be our beginner classes.
Yeah.
Compact is a beginner class.
Living on the road for a week.
I think it's a way that gives a guy a break. You know, if you're living in Botno and you hit up Underwood on night 1, but you don't want to make the trek to Dickinson on night 2 because it's
just not practical.
5 hours from where you live
on a Wednesday.
On a
Right,
Wednesday.
right.
You can just meet up with us again in Williston and do the Williston Estevan Botno Minot run, or for the people that can't maybe go to Canada.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. You're still in the hunt, so.
Yep.
My big thing, I like it because it's kind of what we're trying to do at Nodak again is make the championship thing
Plus,
the big, the big picture.
will you have a closer championship battle, you think, going into championship
I
night?
think so.
Because
I
if you
think
get
so.
rid of everybody's worst night going into championship night,
I don't care how good anybody is. When you go on these tours, something happens.
it's a grind.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
right. And at the same time, you're allowing the guy traveling from possibly out of state a chance to maybe thin one of those off.
Right,
Just for the price of being
because
on
you're
the
right.
road. Again, you're reflecting it's a beginner's type class, and living on the road is a $500 a day deal type of thinking, so
Yeah.
or better. So,
Yeah.
so it might just financially be. I like it. I think it's a neat balance because, like I say, I've supported the drop in one night for whatever reasons, and at the same time, and I've seen it happen. I've described it around Ron Schreiner deal. You lost the complete excitement of the champion.
and that's
So then the runner-up
and-
is celebrating. You're
and
like,
anybody doing these tours or putting them on, that's what you don't want. You want the tour to be exciting every
All
night.
the way
and then-
through.
And then really your championship night should be the most excitement,
Yeah. the grand finale.
I just
Need
think
to
of that.
be present to win.
Yeah,
Right.
need to
Yeah.
be present to win. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You have to be at Nodak and race your race car and finish ahead of the guys you're racing against in points
right.
to win.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't get to go on the mod tour, but the year before we did it, Jempy and I, we didn't have any intentions to do it, but we started off, made the show, then decided to run the whole thing. And I mean, us two with one car, I mean, we were dragging ass.
Yeah.
Even it was
You're changing gears. You're
Yeah,
trying to do some prep in the parking lot.
the driving alone
Yeah.
is this, So, I mean, I think I'd be the type of guy it would entertain me to do the tour because I could go the first 2 nights, or like you say, maybe miss out on the furthest track away from my hometown, drop that night, but then catch the rest. Maybe it's going to create some more people want to do the tour.
We're
Yeah.
back to our banker again, Kelly.
Ah.
There, yeah.
Oh,
We're getting a loan to go on the tour.
she wants to drop 3 nights. Too expensive.
Unless you're winning.
What's Kelly got?
Kelly said, I got to go back quite a bit. We're getting.
Oh.
She assumes, and when a banker assumes, that ain't a good thing. I'm just joking, Kelly. She would assume that you'd get more participation.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what
Yeah.
I'm thinking here now, too, yeah.
I mean, really, that's what you're trying to do is to allow somebody that's got a certain day, he's got an at-home celebration or something he's got to be at.
And I think
can do this too.
I think we got to really tell
Yeah.
people. I mean, it's a grind for a lot of us racers. We're down to, it's us and maybe a wife or girlfriend or maybe one buddy that can go on this anymore. It's not like we got 3-4 crew guys, and the
Very
workload is a lot on these race cars to do it,
Right, everybody's up their game, so you have to too.
So,
Competition.
I mean, it kind of gives everybody maybe a night to regroup. I think it's going to keep the competition up too,
Yeah.
Jeff
that's if
Barta
you
has
want
an
to.
interesting question here. Do
Okay.
you feel this penalizes the drivers who actually try to make it all the nights? I don't think it does.
I don't think so either.
I've got to race under both programs, and I ain't never had such a great run that I didn't want to,
Drop a night?
get rid of a. Yeah, in this case here, I mean, you could very well not make the A main just one night,
Right.
and you would definitely want to
I think
drop that
Jeff,
if you could.
I see where
But I
yeah.
understand his thinking.
I see where Jeff's going on this because this is the other. So I put the thought into the drop in a night thing, and then the points fund that Fury Energy puts up, along with Prairie Coatings and Darn TV, which was over $10,000 last year. Well, what we kind of did in the past is we divvied up that points fund money evenly to the guys that made it to every single night.
Right.
Well, I still think we keep that philosophy. If you made it to all 6 nights, you get a bigger pie, a bigger piece of the pie.
Yeah.
And if you went
get
to
your
5
full
of the
percentages.
6,
Yeah.
you don't get as big of a piece.
Or you don't get any.
Or maybe you don't get any.
That would promote that the fan
be-
gets to see everybody as
Right.
much as humanly possible. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think you keep the points fund for the people that do every night. Mm-hmm. They're doing the grind,
Like we described the compacts.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Well,
But I see where he's going. So that the reward is financially a reward by going to all 6.
right.
yeah.
But I still feel like if
Good points.
your 5 best beat the guy that was there for all 6. If you only went to 5, but your 5 beat me with 6, you being the champion should get something. No? Maybe not. Just a trophy and
Yeah.
a kiss from me on the cheek.
So
I'm going to miss 2 nights to make sure I don't get that kiss.
Yeah. Unless you set up a deal where the champion
Gets
in the run,
and that's the way it was
you're right.
last year. The champion got 1,000, runner-up got 500,
And then the rest
and then
was
everybody
split.
else was
Right.
split.
Well, there you go.
We'll
You
just leave it that way.
Right.
Champion and
Right.
runner-up. So if
Right.
they were only there the 5 nights,
right.
and then everybody else who was there 6 gets the split.
And if the champion does race all
Yeah.
6, he gets a bonus then.
You're still getting rewarded for racing every night.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And ultimately we're selling competition, so we should do something with the winner too. So, yeah.
Corey, we kind of answered.
Yeah.
Corey Palm asked about a rain out. It's kind of one of them deals, Corey. If we just got to play it by Mother
Yeah.
Nature's ear.
Right.
We can't.
I would say if you had 1 in the first 5 days, you're still playing the game.
Yeah, if there's 2,
Sunday.
2, we'd make a decision. Definitely 3 rainouts, and we would probably be counting every night that we
You're
do
talking
race.
half at that
We're
point. so.
we're talking.
But again, good questions long before the heat is on. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea. I mean, I think it's good.
Being present on the final night for the celebration
Yes.
does sound right.
You're not going to get a. Yeah, I will not do a drop a night will not do it if we
you pack
don't.
up and leave on the last night.
I want the
win.
champion there. I've made it a point to make it a big deal. I have the confetti in victory lane.
Yep.
It's just what it is, right?
And that's how it
Must
should
be
be.
present to win.
Yes.
Right.
Sticking to it. You
So
done
now
well.
the
I think
next
you thought it
subject,
out.
passing points.
Well, I was just going to say, are we still picking your lane on the lineup? I mean,
That is absolutely happening again.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is solidified in the
Yeah.
Tougher Than Dirt Tour rules
Yeah.
forever.
That's like what
Well-
NASCAR does now.
Well,
Or
the
does.
leader's out front,
Right.
and then you choose from there on back. So if you're
See,
running
NASCAR's
second,
got an arrow, and then you pick low or high. It don't matter if you're odd or even.
you could be 15th, but if everybody went to the bottom,
You
you're
could
third.
go to the
you're,
top.
you're, yeah.
I like that because
Yeah.
I know where I'm going.
And they
the
pick
short line.
That's the sell. And NASCAR, I'm paying attention. They'll do about maybe the third car, and after that, they don't care. They're taking the short line.
Yeah.
So I'm with Swalsey. So, but how far would they go in the dirt? I mean, when we're down around the bottom at some of these tracks, what do you do when she's dancing salt on the top? If I'm in 15th, I'm taking the short line, Swalsey. I'm with you. If there's only 3 on the outside,
I can tell you what I'm doing.
They're getting me up there with being 4.
I'm gonna go back
So-
a little bit here. I got to jump back
Oh,
just a
all right.
little bit. Jeff Barta asked a question: when do drivers have to say their drop night? Jeff, the drivers don't get to tell you when the drop night is. The drop night is their worst
Is
finish.
their worst finish.
Worst finish in the first 5.
You go through and do it.
I do it for
Yeah.
them.
Right.
They don't get a choice. I do
Yeah.
it for them. I take their first 5 and I go, okay.
They don't get to claim it. It finds
correct.
itself.
Which
Correct.
Really,
Again, a good question.
right?
Yeah.
But really, they
Just for
should take
understandable.
their worst finish.
The driver's going to take their worst finish no matter
right.
what.
So yeah,
but
I
I'm
mean,
just doing it for
them.
everybody. For them, for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
If you got 4 top 10s and then you have a 17th, you're gonna drop your 17th. So
Yep, and you're going to go into
your 4 top
championship night.
10s are going to be your Sunday total.
Yep.
And you're going to race that night, and it will end the way it ends. So, passing points.
So I got to do a little of that on the mod tour there. I do like how that is laid out.
Bo likes the drop a night. Oh, he does like it. Likes the drop a night, but needs to be there on championship night. Bo likes it. I thought maybe he didn't like it. The way I read that the first time.
Or it could be the way he's typing right now.
Microphone.
Yeah.
He likes the lane
Bad
pick,
spellings.
Yeah.
and he likes passing points. So back to
He likes everything.
the picking of the lane. That's going to continue on forever as long as I'm a part of the tour, the Tougher Than Dirt tour, Tougher Than Dirt tour, not the other one.
Yeah.
Definitely picking the lane again. I thought it went smooth once we got to Estevan. It was all on its
I
own.
thought they picked up on it way faster than whatever. It was quick.
It was just as quick as whatever. Nobody even
picking
knew
the
what was
lanes.
going on. There was people questioning, why is that guy going low? Why is that guy going high? And I said they get to pick a lane. They pick. It doesn't matter.
NASCAR style. I liked it.
Passing points. I struggle with the passing points thing. I just don't feel like we have enough cars to do passing points.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I like it at the more experienced level because everybody involved understands it. But at this level here, I'm not sure. I'm not sure after a week of it that a lot of them would understand it. They would just do as they're told. I get that part, but in other words, hypothetically, playing on what Smalls said there, I've been around it a little bit myself. Now, usually the heat winner, no matter what, goes in.
Yep.
And then after that, you get lined up on your passing points.
I do not like how the USMTS.
If
That's
you
where
win a
I'm
heat,
going.
it doesn't matter or what?
Well, I don't even know how it goes, but all I know is I watched one night. Kyle Brown won the heat race. He rolled out for a B main. I was so confused, and
That's where I'm going.
I'm just like,
you're picking up right away.
What are we doing? The guy won his heat race.
As a fan, you're like, what did I miss? Did he get DQ'd?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, no, still won it. That's why I say I like the way the tour, the mod tour has theirs. I mean,
because heat race winners go forward.
Yep. I was in like the first or second heat race at Nodak, and I think I got second to Alvarado, and I ran back to the trailer or whatever, and I got my phone out. I was watching. I could calculate everything, and I'm like, I got the 98 or whatever it is. I got to be close, and you can actually figure it out. You just know your 7 winners are in there, and then the whatever the, it was pretty. To me, it's pretty black and white. You can figure it out, but.
See, we played the passing points thing down in Arizona, and I benefited from it more than I didn't benefit from it.
Right.
Others did not benefit from it, but they did not take the winners. If you won your heat,
they did it USMTS style then.
Yep. If you won your heat,
somebody passed 7 cars and got third.
Let me take this back. They took the winners. You would not have a heat race winner in a B main. They took them into the feature, but you were lined up in the feature based on your passing points.
Oh. So
if you
had no arrows,
if you started first, finished first, but there was a lot of passing, sometimes them guys lined up 12th, 11th, 13th, 14th in the feature.
Yeah.
I want to do, if I bring passing points, here's how it's going to be. The heat race winners, we're going to look for numbers of 6 or 8. That's what we're looking for out of the heat
6 heats
race.
or 8 heats?
Right.
No, 6 cars redraw or 8 cars redraw out of the heats. If there's 2 heats, you're going to take the heat winners and 4 passing points to give you 6. Right? That's 6.
Yeah.
3 heats, you're going to take the 3 heat winners and 3 passing points to give you 6. 4 heats, you take the 4 heat winners, 4 passing points to give you 6. Or give you 8.
8.
4 and 8. That's been my rule. Or 6 and 8 has been my rule on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. We redraw 6 or we redraw 8. Everybody goes up, throws the bags, and that's how you redraw. But I think when you get to this, if you only have 20 cars, do passing points even matter?
Not well.
At this point, you should straight up 'em. Well, of course, you want to have the
Katie Ruby just knocked passing points right out of the realm of possibility. Choosing your lane
Is
would affect passing points on cautions.
so you choose your lane in the heat race?
Well, when you
On a
restarts,
yellow.
on restarts,
So
if you have a yellow, that lane picking, lane choosing,
That rolls in the heat race too.
yeah,
It rolls on all yellows.
all yellows, all night.
It did last year. Uh-huh.
Well, I don't think it rules out passing points. Make the right business decision.
Yeah.
What do you know? If it's a bottom
Whether I
dominant
pass you
track
on a
and then-
green or a restart,
right,
you did it to me.
right.
So, yeah.
So it could be a gimme, but it also could hurt you.
Right.
If the track is around the top and you're running fourth and first is out front, second takes high, third takes high, and you go up to front row, basically. But if they freight train you up there, you could have been fourth and you could end up sixth, or you could
Right.
end up second.
Right.
Actually, Dickinson had that exact scenario last year.
Yep.
So in the heat race. So,
I don't
but
I know what that
Yeah.
guy is doing. That's starting set. He's throwing a slider.
well, I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna fit up there.
Yeah. Watch out.
See me moving around? That's your end. That 3-foot hole,
Yeah.
all 13 feet gonna fit in there.
Yeah.
I can push you up. You
Jesse
can't push
Jesse
me
Long
down.
had a question about dropping a night. Do you have to drop a night if the points make the difference? Yes, you're dropping a night of the first 5. Required. You're dropping a night of the first 5.
Again, a good question.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I could have really picked on Jesse there.
If
But
you have
Katie-
5 first, you're going to drop a first.
If you have 5 first, you're dropping a first.
Right.
Just painting a picture.
And you're there championship night.
And you have to be there championship night. Because if it was just drop one night and included championship night to where you could just drop any of the nights, if you had 5 first, why even show up championship night?
Whoa. Now, let me understand this. So if you win 5 nights, the first 5, you have to drop one of those. And then the DNF championship night, you might not be champion.
You might not be champion.
Whoa.
That's a picture. That's a picture.
Was
yes.
that thought about?
It is
Man.
now.
Wow.
Kind of like NASCAR. You got to get her done on the last night.
I don't know. That really.
See, now Kelly Dukeshire said she agrees with Katie. You'd almost have to do passing points or lane choice in the heat races, but not both. I don't know. I'm kind of on your boat there. I mean,
a smart business decision.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that comment because
Hey,
that's what it is.
I'll be in for that business loan after that because you got to make the right decision.
it's kind of it does. Like, so in Arizona,
So-
I'm going to go back to Arizona. They did not do well, no, that was only the start of the race.
Here's my deal on this. So, okay, it's a bottom feeder track. I'm running 5th, or let's say 6th. Caution comes out with a green, white, checkered. Everybody in front of me takes the bottom. I'm starting outside. Yeah, I just passed those guys under caution, but you still have you have 2 laps to screw it up.
And the comeback to that is, Kelly and Katie, I'm not trying to throw holes in it. The comeback to that, if
But-
Smalls is running 6th and 2, 3, 4, 5 all choose the bottom and he goes all the way up to the front row, that 2, 3, 4, 5, let's call it 3, 4, 5, 2 chose bottom, 3, 4, 5, they have the same choice.
Right?
Yeah.
But
They can choose to go up there.
You didn't let me finish. I just went from 5th to 3rd, and
6th
what,
to 3rd,
or
yep.
whatever. Yeah.
Second row
And-
outside.
And what happens now? The second place we restart. The second place guy gets in the leader, turns him a little bit. I drive around in both. I'm the hero.
Yeah.
Because I had the
We came to watch exciting racing.
right. I had the cojones to take the lane that is not the fast lane. I made it work. You know, you get the reward.
I was thought a fool, and look at me now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, smart business decision.
Right.
So, yeah, again, it's based on your decision.
Right.
And your abilities to do something with it. So,
Chris
yeah,
Yost,
I think it's still right.
not practical, but Golden Hammer ran 2 sets of heat races with inversions on second heat. Passing points between both heats set your qualifying.
That's what Watford did. So,
Yeah, first off, I'm not running 2 sets of heat races.
Ask the guy that's you're dealing with at Nodak how that's going to go over.
Smalls, we're going to run 2 sets of heat races when we get to Nodak.
I don't think so. I already told you to choose driver introductions or your bean bags.
don't forget the other 3 classes.
Yeah.
2.5
hours. 2.5 hours.
That night may be a little longer.
Brian Hubanks, your teching question.
Teching.
He said he had a question. Are we going to have tech at local tracks like Boone? That way when you show up to big races like Boone, you don't get DQ'd for body or engine alterations.
That's your responsibility. The rules are on IMCA. If you don't read the rules and check your own car, that's your fault. 100%.
As nice as I want to be, Smalls is right.
At Boone.
Because I just went through this. I went to Boone. I didn't check my car. I'll be honest. I don't read the rules. I don't care.
It's the second time you've said it. I'm starting to believe it.
It's the truth. And I got caught. My car was too tall.
Yep.
So
It's
read the rules. It's pretty black and white. And if you're like me and can't read, don't read them. They'll tell you if you're doing it wrong.
Bad business decision.
Right.
All right.
Teching at local tracks does help that because you can catch stuff here before you go
But
there.
there's
But
not a
ultimately-
long line of
There you
that.
go.
It's-
Our long line of tech officials is about as long as producers for this show.
But I will say this. We probably have the best teching that we could get.
Yeah.
The guys from Canada, they come down here. We
Davey
pay
and
them a
Mark are
wage
sharp
because they do a good job. They go to Boone. They learn it,
And
you know.
everybody that does do teching is doing a good job. I mean, they're doing the best job that they can with
And
what they know and what they're looking at for sure. So
here's the thing. Are they going to catch everything when they tech you on a Sunday night? No. So if you cruise to Boone or somewhere else,
well, even in reflection of some tech inspectors, just trying to understand what you're looking at is a question in itself because Davey and Mark went down. I'm sure they learned something to improve what they had already thought was okay and maybe wasn't, or vice versa. Maybe they looked at something and said, well, I thought it was this way. No, this is how we're doing it. Ooh, I might have done it wrong. So it's always up to interpretation.
And like I actually made it to tech quite a few times there in Boone this year down in the infield, and I mean they're right in there. Like they're right in there with all these other tech guys learning. So I mean, that's the reason why we hire them at Nodak or Estevan has them because they are doing a good job, you know.
And I'm making a play for them to be on the whole tour.
Right.
Whole tougher than the tour.
You know, they're making
it only makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you get the consistency that you want. So,
but I like to put the blame back on the drivers because it is your race car. You can read the rules. It's just like, do you show up with a helmet? It's your responsibility, right?
The transponder one always gets me.
Oh yeah. Cody Schlope.
Transponder.
Oh, Coach, you're getting called out.
I'm telling you guys right now, all you racers listening, there's 50+ people watching. How many of you are racers? I don't know.
I hope they're not outside after this.
A transponder, buying one is $700, $800, whatever. It sucks to have to buy it. It is just as important as any other freaking thing you buy for the car.
Right?
Because do you want good scoring on a race night or not?
Yeah, you want perfect scoring.
You want perfect scoring.
So,
If your transponder doesn't work or you do not
if you have
a
no
work-
transponder and you're looking at a carburetor, get a transponder.
Yeah, 100%.
there you go.
Because Jordan will give you the carburetor.
We'll find you a carburetor, but you need a transponder.
Right.
So
Because let me
Right.
tell you, if I'm up there counting laps, not good.
ooh, yeah. You thought you got third? Well, your transponder didn't work. You
Yeah.
got fifth.
Yeah.
Well, who do I go see? The guy that sells transponders. So, okay.
I bought my transponder in 09 or whatever.
Chris Yost said about teching, not if you're good at hiding stuff with a wink emoji.
Well, that's it. There you go.
Yeah.
Gabe Deshaw is all on board with us dropping a night, but not championship night.
He likes it too? Nice.
Well, I suppose.
But he likes the incentive of the points fund going to the guys that are
Yes.
running all 6.
I think
Yeah.
that's the best.
Nice. Yeah. Well,
Fluffy wants Smalls to be the tech guy because he don't know the rules.
But I can make them.
You can make moves.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know deck height.
Yeah, you might have a few movements on that
Right.
one. So
I don't tech.
for all involved,
Why
there might
don't-
be some movements.
Just like, why don't you ref hockey? I don't like refs.
You are the president. You've come a long ways,
Right.
baby.
Maybe.
Gabe loves the choice of lane. Gabe, you benefited from it last year. I think you were one of the ones that benefited.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me want to not
ain't-
have a
He ain't scared to swing
mod
it.
license. You know,
swing
I've
at the
never got to
bleachers.
run that tour.
Well, make a deal with Max and you run that car out in the garage.
Yeah, but then it screws up my championship run for
You can't have your
Wilson.
mod license then.
All right. Like, you need to schedule the tour, like, end of April.
Right now.
Right. Then I'll run that, and then I can get my mod license.
For those that didn't quite understand that business decision comment, he's giving it to himself right now. So,
Why didn't you start the tour when I was having a heyday in the sport mods?
I didn't start the tour. I give all the credit to Dave
Who?
Ravinius, Tom Henderson, and Brian Klaus. Those are the 3.
the same reason they didn't count state championships before 2000. It wasn't there yet. So,
Really? That's when they started?
I think so. Maybe one, but somewhere in there.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
I got some of those hanging up.
yeah. Could have had
Them
more.
3 started the tour called the Northern Sport Mod Tour.
Is
Wow.
that true?
100% true. 2016.
Ah.
That car right there.
Okay.
They started the tour. They brought me in because they thought it'd be a good idea because I had just started Darn TV in 2015.
Right? I remember
They said,
that.
let's have this thing broadcasted every night, broadcasted. And it turned into, after 1 year, Tom was no longer on the board because 15,
Right.
16.
Was his
I became president.
Yep.
Brian Klaus was no longer on the board. Dave Ravinius, I think, was moving back to Minot. And they basically said,
Yeah. Riverboat was on Dickinson. That's right.
and that's how I ended up with it. And then year 2 in
That's a great
2017,
question.
2017, that's when Hobby Stocks joined. Year 1 was just Sport Mods.
Right.
Oh.
Year 2 was Hobby Stocks and Sport Mods.
I was there for all of it, and I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, me too.
What happened?
I know in 16 I did the whole thing with the mod. We followed the whole.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Because in 16 we started, it was over 4th of July.
Why can't I remember?
Because you didn't go.
And it was only 4 nights in 2016.
Yeah. I know we went to.
It was Minot on Friday, or no, Minot. It started in Minot, it ended in Minot. It went Minot, Dickinson, Williston, Minot.
I was going to say, I know we were in Dickinson. And then we drove to we drove
It
to
was
Wilson.
Minot, Dickinson, Williston, Minot.
Yeah.
Kelly Dukeshire has a question from a non-driver. Isn't there tech at every track every night? Kelly, I'm going to say yes. There is tech at every track every night.
It's not the level of teching.
It's not
that's-
Boone
that,
tech.
that Boone does. Yeah.
A lot of times the tech is a volunteer.
Yeah.
and the volunteer, when you're doing 4 or 5 classes on a given night, you are trying to tech something that doesn't take a lot of time.
You know, we touched on that not so awful long ago. We were talking with Aiden there a little bit, and you kind of go by what you're watching in the race. You look for different sounds, or it's just things looking different, and that for the most part does cover the weekly stuff. I mean, some classes are 2-barrel stuff, so you're gonna make sure it has a 2-barrel on it, not a 4-barrel. Say in a sport mod, if you got a crate motor, you got a 4-barrel, and you got an open motor, you got a 2-barrel. Well, you want to make sure you don't have the 4-barrel on an open motor. Things like that.
And you're going to check the obvious stuff, the rev limiters, the carburetor, stick the no gauge in the carburetor.
I mean, I can.
Teching
it's a tough deal because one night in Williston we got told to yank our flywheel in the hobby stock, and I mean I was so pissed off because it's like you got to drive home. I'm racing the next night, and you're tearing your whole car apart.
You know, hopefully there's an inspection hole in there somewhere that can appease
they wanted to weigh them, so we had to pull them all the way.
Oh, they had a weight
roll.
Back then I think they had to be like 18 pounds or something stupid.
Oh, make sure you know.
So
I'm 18.6. I'm like, got him.
Didn't read the rules. Look at me now.
Yeah.
He just ordered the hobby stock one from the brochure.
Yeah.
Give me one
Speedway
for a hobby
Motors.
stock.
No, I don't even think I did that. I don't know where I.
Got her out of the wrecking yard?
Yeah. Probably shaved her down.
I know I had a situation like that in 2013. Brock and I did. He was running Power Glide. I was running a manual. We went up to Estevan for championship night. We had Williston championship night. The very next night, Williston was, and they asked us to be a part of the parade the next day on the main street or whatever they had in Estevan. And then they tell us after the feature, I won the championship, Brock second, and then they brought the other ones in there to pull our trannies. They wanted the 3 quarts out of the torque converter on Brock's. They wanted to weigh my flywheel and stuff on mine. And I'm like, either you're getting us for this or you're not getting us on Main Street. You can choose. Because this is a chore.
That's a real job.
Right. I remember that.
So.
Yep.
So at Boone, it's more thorough. It's a different event there. But nonetheless, the weekly teching, I mean, every once in a while they find something. You've been sharing that the new ride heist rules, I mean, that's going to keep everybody busy.
Right.
Just the interpretation of it is already a challenge.
Hot sauce topic in itself right now, going on in the hobby stock world. I'm pretty in tune with the hobby stock world just because that's my
forte. Like you
forte.
say, you ain't got no weight jacks, so if you're too high, what's the plan? Or if you're too low, what's the plan?
You have the new ride height rule, which there's a car was in our shop that is struggling with that ride height rule. The next thing you have going on is Zach Olmstead, the national champion last year. He got caught with a non-centered rear end down in Hayes.
Okay.
So the hobby stock rules state you have to have stock mount, stock location, centered in the chassis. Centered, you can't have your rear end over to one side.
Okay.
Or the other.
Well, you can. Until you
get caught.
Okay.
Different style tape measure.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, I don't know the actual story. Dave Bren obviously noticed something down in Hayes, Kansas.
That's the IMCA tech.
Head tech.
Head tech official.
That's
IMCA
his
head
job.
tech official. He noticed something down in Hayes, went over and did some measuring. It wasn't even close.
He really noticed something.
He really noticed
It was
something.
screaming.
Yeah.
Huh.
And what you kind of shared, he fixed it to pass and became
average.
Oh. So it was a speed secret then.
Yeah.
Well, so what we
was
talked
one
about.
upper control arm on the center of the top and the other one was way down on the side, or who knows?
They have to be level. So there's rules in the hobby stocks.
Yeah,
your upper control arm mounts on the rear end you have to put a level on them, and they have to be bubble level, the same. And your lower control arms on the rear end, they have to be the same distance from like the brake, a backing plate on a drum rear end, on a flange axle rear end, the backing plate, or the brake disc, it has to be the same
That's
measurement.
how they're considering it centered.
That's how they were considering it centered. Well, after they came across what they seen down
it's a
there.
little high tech even for me.
Yeah.
After they came
In a
across
hobby stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After they came across what they seen there has been some
Hey, you're probably getting your ass chewed.
no.
Oh.
There has been some clarification on how they're going to tech that moving forward.
Oh,
See, this is why I'm not a tech inspector.
yeah. Well, you don't read them.
No. Yeah.
Why do I have on 2 4-barrels? Well, because Smallsy says he hasn't read nothing, so we got to start somewhere. So,
I think he at least knows that one.
all right.
Chris Fluffy goes, rules are like interest rates. There are ways around them, but they are what they are, and the penalties are never good. And Kelly Dukeshire said, got it. Makes complete sense now.
Again, I think the weekly shows are. I mean, if you're doing something way out of the ordinary, it's going to sound like it or look like it. And
That tech guy probably ain't going
Yeah.
to catch you. The neighbor parked by you
know.
will catch you.
some tracks sometimes don't tech after the heat. Well, when you win them by 3/4 of a lap, they want to see what your carburetor is. They come over and ask. So it better still just be a 2-barrel.
Right.
But good questions, good concerns.
Yeah. That got a little techie there, but
Yeah, well,
it's
It's a hot sauce.
it's very that whole rear end thing centered in the car is very interesting right now. It's
Wow, yeah.
you're saying that what was clarified, it certainly changed the speed of at least a driver. So
well, what do you
that
want
is-
back in your Panhard bar days? Where did you want the rear end if you wanted more drive? To the left?
no, yeah,
I mean-
yeah,
You wanted to move your rear end over, or
seemingly, yeah. Get up on top of it, as they say.
I'm not going to speak about my hobby stock days because
they didn't have that rule back then.
we had lead in the frame rails.
Sorry to all you hobby stockers who'll be drilling holes in your frame rail, see if we hit lead. Because
that car-
Smallsy's revealing the speed secrets of the
That
past.
car was custom built. I accidentally sold it before it hit the track, so I don't know if it ever got revealed by anybody, but
Oh,
she
Well,
was
if you
in
want to
there.
race this, you got to warm it up and drain the
So-
frame rails.
is that why instead of now putting lead in the frame rails, you just gained weight yourself?
No, I was pretty big then, too. We were looking for left side.
Yeah. Well, when they say you can't add ballast, make the right business decision.
Right.
Two
tap on
cheeseburgers or one?
That old, the old rectangle tubing in the back. There's a piece that
Not
fits
very
in-
hollow.
No.
Yeah. No
Or-
ting noise. Thud, thud, thud.
Yeah. How big's that fuel cell? It's a 16 with a 12 bladder.
Hey, I seen guys tearing those apart one night here at
Yeah.
Nodak somewhere over the course of the last few years. I go, what are they doing? Looking for lead in the fuel tank. Why would you do that? Well, because they can't put it anywhere else. Or they
Right.
can't put it anywhere. I'm like, really? So,
That was a big hot thing to check for a while.
Oh, yeah.
there was tape measures going down, making sure that everybody made sense.
Right.
Oh, Brad King was still here. The Squirrel Man
we
was
had
still
to
here. I'm
take
like,
the
what are you
complete-
doing?
Had to take the complete top off the fuel tank. Fuel
Yeah.
cell.
Splash around and make sure everything was not lead. The Squirrel Man never had his apart before, so I had to give a few directions. More bolts along the edge there, buddy. You're getting close,
And how
but
many
you're
of
not
them
there
damn
yet.
bolts broke off
Yeah.
because they hadn't
Yeah.
been taken apart in so long?
I lost it.
The other lefty Lucy.
I did lose a championship because I got nabbed cheating in the
Oh,
hobby over in Williston.
cost you a championship.
Well, yeah, I was well on my
Oh.
way. I think the first 5 nights we had like 4 wins and I got a second or something, and
Well, that's asking for it.
we were rocking and rolling. But the problem was the cheating part that helped me. He didn't catch. I got DQ'd for the dog bones. I had rear
Oh,
motor
yeah.
mounts,
Oh.
and he DQ'd me for that. But my Lighton tranny never caught that. We only had
Heavy flywheel, not a heavy transmission.
Well, the
Okay.
flywheel barely passed. That wasn't very heavy, but tranny, she was missing a gear.
God, Brock got caught for that too at one point in time. He broke the ear off a 3-speed and all the fluid went out, and he had to go to Williston, so he went over to Kelly Rambles. And Kelly goes, well, I got is that one that doesn't have first gear in it.
I think it was the same damn night. I got DQ'd for.
And Brock got DQ'd the same night.
Yes. I think it
What's
was.
the hobby rule? All gears have to work?
Yep.
Yeah,
all
you have
gears.
first, second, and third. And Brock got caught for the tranny, or maybe it was the next weekend because then they checked our trannies again, and they come over to our trailer, and Darren's looking at me. I'm like, push the car, because I'm like, just make it look like it moved because it was just one of those put it in second, and it rolled, and I'm like, that was no second, but yeah, I got by, but yeah, I got
Brock
nailed.
got caught.
Yeah, I got nailed for the rear motor mounts.
Story time with Smalls is going to force us all into another half hour of teching at the post-feature events.
I didn't cheat so much.
Make sure nobody's pushing on that car. We're checking for transmission gears. Oh, God. Smallsy at story time.
Everybody 5 feet away from the car.
On random dirt on random nights.
Right.
Smallsy, see what you done to us.
Drunken random dirt.
And it's sober.
Sober random dirt.
Yeah. It just
You guys
seems
got
like
anything
it ain't-
else?
No. I think that's,
We touched on it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pushing
good.
3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, did we lose our followers?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's
A
our
passing
sign.
point deal. We better keep that up for debate yet. Yeah. There's a couple of
Yeah.
different varieties of that. So
I think you're on the right track. I like it. I mean, if I was you, I'd just pull the pin and say that's it.
We're doing it. Stamp it, seal it, deliver it. Yeah.
Okay.
All
and
right.
next week.
Next week.
Modifieds.
Modifieds.
I'm not in there. I'm driving
You're driving.
the truck.
Yeah. No
Unless
honorable.
Unless somebody picks me. I don't know.
What about fighting in the pits? Well, you might be valuable for that.
You're going to be my
South.
Mike Hagan. I want to get on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is a problem. I was on a lot
Maybe
of TV
you and
last
Retro
year.
Mike. You and Retro Mike.
You think we would have got along?
No, you would not have. I know you both. No, you would not have gotten along at all. So I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe that's why I came later in life.
Yeah. All righty, guys.
for
Think about
Jorn,
mods.
for Jorn Boys, Smalls Medler, Brandon Beater, we're out. Jesse Long, you got to fight for the pits. We're not going to do that. I don't know what that means.
See you next week. No fighting in the pits.
From straightaway.
Not Jorn's style.